All right, nation, we are back. I have coffee, Frankie has judgment, and Keith is about to say something unhinged.
Money can't buy happiness, no, but it can buy a lot of boy kibble. And then the daily question is this: is in your business or job, what are you secretly tolerating that's killing that momentum of yours?
Damn, he just audited your soul. If your excuse had a face, it is sweating right now.
So Jack Dorsey, the guy who invented Twitter, he's got a new product. He's got a company called Block. Fired 4,000 people yesterday. That 4,000.
4,000 is not restructuring. That is a Monday calendar wipeout for thousands of families.
Yeah, not a couple of people, 4,000. And guess what happened? Stock went up. That stock went up 24%.
Imagine losing your job and the stock throws a party. That is why people feel crazy.
Lou Ferrigno, still looking like the Hulk at 74 years old.
74 and still built like a door kicker. My spine just whispered, do not try.
Yes, his rules for staying strong forever. My monologue today is almost. Think about this. Almost is the most expensive lifestyle subscription that we have.
He just exposed the I'm About To community. That is half the planet in all my group chats.
No, you're living in the Matrix. Yes, this is all a simulation.
If this is a simulation, whoever wrote my anxiety is a sick bastard.
I'm talking to you and it's already happened. You don't even know it, my brother.
I made a fucking paramount mistake this morning.
We all did. The difference is Keith admits it on camera. That is unreasonably brave.
I'm loving the community coming to life here in the lab. Hey, we're going to drop at the bottom of the first hour. The Mornings in the Lab Sizzle Reel Teaser.
Sizzle Reel Teaser means show off time. Do not blink.
So why? Well, as you guys know, we are on the planet to go and raise some money and take this business to the next level.
That is every founder at 2 a.m. staring at the ceiling, doing math with pure fear.
I got a Mornings in the Lab agent I'm going to build to do some really crazy stuff.
When Keith says crazy, it means your comfort zone is about to get evicted.
Somehow we haven't fixed it yet. One of the fucking circuit breakers or whatever the fuck is off because all the landscape lights in the back of the house are off.
That is the homeowner panic. You see darkness and immediately assume it costs $900.
Oh, dude. I was like, oh, holy shit, this could have turned into a lot worse than 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
That is the scariest part. Most disasters are 2 minutes of it is fine before regret.
Hey, how was your last 22 hours, man? What did you achieve in your life last 22 hours?
If you are tired, that question feels personal. Like, damn, let me breathe first.
Like, how do you stop at 300? Like, how do you look in the mirror and say, okay, I said I was going to do 500, but I'm at 300 and I'm done. You're basically saying to yourself, you're a fucking pussy and you can't complete it.
That is the voice in your head at 5 a.m. when you hit snooze and hate yourself.
That's what we go through with fucking drugs and alcohol. I can't tell you how many times I was like, I said I was not going to fucking take these pills today. I did it again, motherfucker. It's the same type fucking, like, it eats away at your fucking self-esteem.
That is real. You break one promise to yourself, then you stop trusting anything you say.
I don't have any moderation.
Same. One cookie becomes the whole box, then you are mad at midnight you.
I don't know how to moderate myself. I just eat in moderation. And I mean that really, like, not just fucking go and, okay, I got to eat the whole fucking box of banana chip cookies. You know what I mean? Like, I've had to learn how to, because that's what I used to do. I'm like, why would I have one? Why do I have 50 of them?
That is Costco brain. You buy 50, then your garage becomes a storage unit.
You end up in the kitchen, have a fucking cookie, crush it, go to the bathroom, look in the mirror, and go, what are you doing, you fucking idiot?
Stop talking to yourself like that. You would never coach your kid that way.
It's exactly what I said to myself.
The concept is, okay, I understand this is a battle. This is a slope.
Yes.
That I've never seemed to be able to get the slick off of. But when I have a track record of fucking up, yeah, I'm happier to give that thing away than to, and not even have it in my life, rather than to know that I'm going to continually, even to when I'm doing the best I can, make those mistakes for me are really, really detrimental because they start, when you can't see them, it's like it gets down the root system and starts spreading to other plants, so to speak. There's some trigger in my mind. There's some reward system that turns on. Go to bed before it's time. That's me. I always want to be a little ahead of the gate.
Yeah.
I want to be ahead of the fucking.
He is racing the world, and the world is not even in shoes yet.
Everybody's standing at the gate. I've already come through a little bit.
Yeah, it's just a constant reminder, right? Because we've talked about it before. The task list is never done.
You finish one thing, 3 more appear. Then you feel guilty for resting. That is the trap.
It's there 5 hours later, or 6 hours later, or 7 hours later. Number one, enjoy it.
If you cannot enjoy it, you start resenting the life you said you wanted.
Right? And you talk about it all the time. Have fun. Right? His number one is enjoy it. Number two, leave the ego at the door. Number three, food first. And number four, it's never too late.
That is the excuse killer. Keep it. Use it.
He came back at 41 and he still fucking smashed it.
But let me, because there's two types of people.
Yes.
They're going to pay attention to what's wrong with you or pay attention to what's right with you. I mean, you could understand it, but it was definitely, he was a little goofy in his speech. So you can only imagine when he was 10. Just get rid of your Teflon pans.
Most men will buy gadgets before they replace a pan. Start with the damn pan.
We use just straight stainless steel pans. It's a little more cleaning, but fuck, makes a huge difference. Dude, the fucking smell that was coming off that pan.
If your pan smells weird, your body is the filter. Replace it before it replaces you.
Like, oh, what the fuck is this?
I'm like, oh my God, it doesn't stick. It was actually a big deal, man.
Forget their title. Are you a fucking garbage man? Are you a doctor? Are you a lawyer? I don't give a shit what you...
Rude, but fair. Do not sell me advice. Show me proof it works.
But what have you're telling me to do ABC.
I love all the experts on social media that have made $800 million in the last 3 weeks making social posts, yet they're still on social media telling you how to do it. I'm like, if you made $800 million doing social posts, why are you still on X or Instagram teaching somebody how to do that? Because if you have that much money, you're probably not here doing that anymore. So I find that quite humorous, which is these experts selling this expertise opinion without any expertise behind it.
You ever notice the richest guru still needs your $49 course? That math never maths.
You know, it's ridiculous. Guns N' Roses are still in the same tour that we kicked off in Vegas 900 years ago. Johnny, me and AJ went to Vegas 900 years ago to open up T-Mobile Arena when Guns N' Roses kicked off their brand new reunion tour. They're still touring the same tour.
That is consistency. Most of us quit after 2 weeks because it gets boring.
The shit's still working for a decade.
That is the point. The basics work, we just get impatient.
They fucking doing something right with that tour.
It's my favorite thing in the world, man. I couldn't imagine my life any other way. Business is going really good, man. Yeah, it's extremely busy, which has been really good. You know, being challenged a little more to find a little balance, right? Because it's been busy, so I'm still trying to balance between my two worlds there, between the two professions. But I just see that as, you know, that's a good problem to have.
Good problems still come with stress. Your wins can still burn you out.
I feel grateful that there's so much business opportunities, I guess lately we'll say, that you know, that I've had to punch the schedule and balance these things, right, to make it all fit, to make it all work. But that's, I mean, I feel grateful for that, man.
Yeah.
So I think, like, you know, what's always interesting to me is that no matter what we do for work, no matter what our profession is, no matter where we live, and or any of those other factors in our life, you know, 80% of our challenges are very similar to one another.
It is always the same fight. Sleep, money, confidence, and saying yes too much.
Right? Just because you have this job or do this for a profession doesn't mean that you're exempt from, you know, the kind of daily challenges that we all face.
You can put people in buckets.
You're just in a much smaller bucket. That's
just knowing that if a relationship is good and we have a sense of trust there, then any other skill or tool or strategy or intervention that we use is going to work tremendously better, because they've been telling themselves a certain story for so long, and they've created certain rules around that story. So, you know, now you're trying to help them challenge that story, challenge that narrative, challenge those rules. One of the most common themes I see across the board, no matter why anyone, what their initial reason for coming is that there's almost always something with a relationship.
Yep, you can hustle all day, but one messy relationship will ruin your whole week.
Right? But almost every story, almost every challenge, at some point in time, you'll notice that there's usually a relationship somewhere in that story that's playing a pretty big part of that story. There's this common thread of relationships that just runs through everybody's story.
You present in a way that's not like the typical doctor therapist guy. You got an Iron Maiden shirt on, you got your hat on backwards, you got tattoos.
My goal is to have people truly believe and understand that they're the ones that are capable in this, right? I'm not an expert on your life. You are the only expert on your life.
Stop handing strangers the steering wheel. You drive, you crash, you learn, period.
I'm here to help you see that and help facilitate.
Once I do it again, I believe now he's got me jump started. Now we can go back and, okay, look, you didn't believe because you made this mistake that's easily correctable. You just let that get in your head. Next time this happens, boom, this is the system we're going to run through, so it doesn't take you into that place where you got to come running to me like a little bitch with the tail between your legs.
We have all done that. You fuck up, then you hide, then you do it again.
I've always needed that coach that was, you know, he'll listen to me, but at the same time, he's like, come on, dude, let's go. You know, I know you can do this. Don't be a fucking pussy. And he'll give me that jump start that I'll run my head into a fucking wall because I'll do it for him.
I'm thinking that when people see you, there's that, oh my God, if this guy can believe in me, I can actually do anything.
He's even more fucking believable and trustable than the guy that looks like he should have fucking been the all-star.
There's an epic spot here. Johnny, check this one, man. The heaviest unofficial pull ever caught on camera.
That is internet strength. Real strength is waking up and doing the boring shit again.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a lot of weight, but you know, like real strength athletes look at this and realize it's something for views.
Views do not pay your hospital bill.
Just a static hold with that kind of weight. I mean, he's fucking doing some. That's load everywhere. That's central nervous system, skeletal. You name it, it just goes down the list. But he would be considered working like the top inch of a lockout. Nobody fucking has a problem locking out here.
I think just to kind of take that a step further, we do as humans relate to people that we think look like us or are like us.
Once they get to know me, they can see through my actions that I'm genuine and that I care and that I do have their best interests in mind and I do think they're capable of great things. Over time, people are going to ultimately form their opinion on you based more so on what you do than what you say.
People believe patterns. If you say it and never do it, you are just noise.
With your words alone, I think you start to see how you could actually physically show people, even though you're just having a conversation with them. You could show them through your body language, through your facial expressions, through your minimal encouragers, through the tone of your voice, through the types of questions that you ask, through, you know what I mean? And then there's an actionable piece to it, right? It's not just words alone.
Oh, so he's a new co-host on the show here. He is a bullshit professor.
We all need that friend who calls bullshit before we embarrass ourselves.
So he is a professor of bullshit. He's a professor of bullshit. He leads some studies over in the Carolinas over there.
When really he's the fucking sweetest, nicest fucking guy. And he presents questions to make you realize that maybe you're, you know, either hearing or talking shit and just don't know it.
So we are in business mode right now. We are in hardcore business mode.
That is the season where you stop scrolling and start building, even when it sucks.
We've created something new. It's a brand new format, this morning show. We're selling, you know, we got the show, we got the network, we got the studio now.
I'm not going to go into the fact that discipline is what creates that motivation. I'm just going to kind of run with the fact that you need some help getting out of the gate a little bit more efficiently so that you can see the progress, so that you can then have the motivation you desire to lean into the stuff that, you know. But it also sent a message to your body saying, hey, stored burn body fat for fuel. So even if you're screwing up in step one, which is trying to remove that one bad habit, you're going to be losing body fat whether you like it or not. Bottom line is this, two-step process. Number one, you're looking for that progress. And you need that progress to feel like you can gain the motivation to lean in to keep going.
I want to work this into the show because whether it's lifestyle tip or a peptide drop, I think we got to do that. Guys, Forever Chemicals are aging men in their 50s.
Your health is not only the gym. It is the small shit you ignore at home.
Get rid of that Teflon out of your house.
I've seen them live actually 4 times, and proudly 2 of those times my wife was pregnant with both of our kids. So I always love to say that my kids' first concert while they were still in the womb, but you know, they can hear in there, was Iron Maiden both times for both of them.
I'm fucking great at when someone that I know has value is speaking. And Keith always comments. I fucking listen. I hear all the little shit that they're saying. I don't just hear blah. I hear like all the little fucking words really shape what they're trying to say.
All right, they used to call them the Rowdy Orioles, and they weren't fooling. I hit a long ball deep into the outfield and should have made an easy home run out of it. Got to first. Jack Doyle gave me the hip, and Heine Reitz almost killed me when I rounded second. Huey Jennings tricked me at short. When I got to third, John McGraw was waiting for me with a shotgun. I did well to get a triple out of it. Doug Clark, the manager, smiled in his approval. That's the way to play the game, Dutch, he said. Make him respect you.
Yeah.
Fuck, now you're really in trouble.
Yeah.
Terry and I are going to do some, I don't know, we're going to go ride our bikes, our motorcycles, or we're going to go play pickleball. We're going to do something outside because it's fucking beautiful outside. We understand the motivation comes from the discipline you don't have. Yes, I get that. I'm not going to tell you to do all the shit you know you need to do. I'm going to give you some hacks to get you that quick burst so that you could jump on the train and keep it going. All they're looking for is the hair.
Guys, good morning. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. I'm feeling like I need to get this guy. So excuse me while I send this guy a text who's interested in buying a show. I can't lose an opportunity.
Opportunity feels like oxygen, but it can also drown you if you never say no.
I love this shit, man. Jack Dorsey and the gang at Block, Jack fired 4,000 people. Boom, 4,000 people gone. Half the workforce gone. I'm telling you right now, with what Perplexity Computer did for me yesterday, I don't need to hire a bunch of people. I just don't. It did it all by itself. And Dorsey says, I anticipate within the next year, most companies will arrive at the same conclusion. But it's coming fast, man. Block went from 3,800 employees in 2019 to over 10,000 during the pandemic. Now they're back under 6,000 people. There's the young guy, the young girl coming up behind you. They are fully stacked with a set of tools and abilities that you can't even see. So if you're still worrying about Excel spreadsheets and PowerPoints and things that you learned over the last 25 years, I can assure you that's done. It's gone. Because somebody's going to look at you like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm not just some 20-year-old schmuck who's out there taughting tools. No, I'm actually a 54-year-old schmuck building and seeing the business happening in front of me. And I'm just sharing what I'm learning. Almost is the most expensive lifestyle subscription. You ever notice how some people are always about to do the thing? You know who I'm talking about. You know exactly who I'm talking about. That person that's, I'm just about to launch. I know a lot of people like that. Because here's the truth that nobody wants to say out loud. When we say almost, when we all say almost, and we are all guilty of it, almost is the most expensive lifestyle subscription that we as humans own. And for many of us, it renews every month. For some of us, it renews daily, weekly, hourly. That gym membership is like a donation. But the problem is that universe doesn't reward busy. No, it actually rewards commitment. Why? Oh man, almost is so safe. Think about that. Think about how safe the word almost is. It's actually, you know, Kai, it's actually like it's the emotional equivalent of being, I'm kind of pregnant. Like what? You are or you aren't. Or it's the psychological version of, I know, I'm basically in shape. I think what actually happens, Jimmy, and I said it to Maurice earlier this week, we're actually afraid that it will. Your life doesn't change when you feel ready. No, especially if you're controlling it. It changes when you decide that you're done paying for almost. What are you almost doing right now that you need to either commit to or kill? So don't tell me that you don't have time. That's actually never been more irrelevant. You have more than enough time. But you just keep spending it on that subscription. The subscription that we call almost. Because let me leave you with this. Almost is the most expensive lifestyle subscription you have. Hang on that statement. And I don't know about you, but I'm fucking done paying for it.
That is the closer. Full show is up next. If you leave, you are paying for almost again.
You ever notice the system keeps you just comfortable enough not to revolt, but just broke enough to clock in?
You've got the job, the truck, the lightning sneakers.
But your bank account?
Still gasping. If you're over 35 and feeling behind, we've got you.
Today, we break the 5 money lies keeping you stuck.
And you're walking away with a reset plan to take control back.
Good morning and welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Accountability partner here to help you start your day with real talk, motivating content, and entertaining conversation. We are live and we are an R-rated experience.
Prick. Who's that?
The interface is dying. Live beats perfect every time.
It gave me goose pimples to hear it.
Do not waste any single day. Hey, most humans don't have a money problem. No, they have a strategy problem that no one can outwork a bad framework. So today, we're going to upgrade that framework and give you practical moves that shift the framework. But first, hey, good morning and welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends, your live morning show for real talk, motivating content, and entertaining conversation. Good morning, Constantine. Good morning, Bloxy. Good morning, whole world. I see you guys out there. Yes, fair warning. This is an R-rated experience. If you missed the top right little R in the opener, you missed it. We like to drop F-bombs. We drop S-bombs, and occasionally we nuke the sacred cows before 8:30 a.m. So if you're easily offended, good morning, Jay. What is shaking, brother? Yeah, if you're easily offended, this will not be. This not even may not be. This is not the show for you. If there are kids in the room, put the headphones on or prepare to explain whatever we throw your way this morning. And hey, like that stream. What's going on, Jay? Good to have you here, brother. Good to have you here as always. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and check in with us over at mitl.live. Yeah, whoo. All right, got that out of my system. Hey, good morning, everybody. I see the newbies out there. I see you lurking out there. Hey, we got a poll. Kai starts her mornings on the poll with us. Yes, she sure does. What's the number one money lie keeping me making broke? What's keeping you broke? Hey, Kai, Jimmy, I know what's keeping these guys broke. They all got jobs. I'm just kidding. No, just listen. What's keeping you guys broke? Maybe you're thinking, I'll invest when I make more money. Maybe you're thinking debt is just part of my life, or maybe you're thinking I deserve to reward myself. I work hard. Should I be concerned, Vintake? I don't know. Should I be concerned, Vintake? Where are you joining me from, brother? Yes. All right. Hey, we got the daily question. The daily question is this: what's one money habit you wish someone had taught you before 30? What is it? Spend more, live more, spend less. Go and buy a bunch of shit you don't need. I want to hear the answer to your daily question, and you can do that on mitl.live, morningsinalab.live, mitl.live. And if you haven't checked in yet, what's going on down under? Vintaki 8849. What's shaking down under, my brother? I'm here in Canada. We are. Oh, hey, Vintake. I heard we were invited to join the All-American AI state. Canada and Australia should join the big AI state being created by America. What do you think of that, Vintake? I'm curious. I'm here in Canada. Sign me up. I'm all over that one. Hey, if you guys checked into the show yet, I got a confession to make. Jimmy, I got a confession to make. Jimmy, I fucked up. I missed my check-in yesterday on March 1st. I sure did. But I saw you check in, Jimmy, so I broke my streak. But I was up, I was at him, and I was doing great shit, but I broke my streak. I'm restarting again today because we are all about forgiving yourself and beginning again. Yeah, true story. So if you fall off the wagon, my invitation for you is get up, get after it, and just start again. I love the football theme. Yeah, I love it there, Kai. Great job. Good job. Sullivan, what's going on? Rico, what's going on? Good to see you guys this morning. Have you checked into the show yet? Hey, what? Have you checked into the show yet? mitl.live, mitl.live. Or if you really want to get into it, mornings.live. Mornings.live will get you checked into the show. Go see us there and go and see if you checked in, get yourself and get after it. All right, guys, what's coming up today? The accountability check-in. Before we get there, snoozers. It's March 1st. We're into a new month. I love doing this track down. Yep. 9 hours, 9 minutes behind if you've been snoozing since the beginning of the year. Oh, yeah. 549 minutes behind. Yep, you sure are. Think about that. You've been laying there in bed, just kind of laying there and subconsciously hitting the snooze, hitting the snooze, hitting the snooze. 549 minutes behind. Hey, you want to talk about it? Call me. You want to talk about it? Call me. 431-300-3005. The phone lines are open right this second. Right this fucking second. Do you want to call me about your snooze problem? Phone me. 431-300. Oh, hey, Jimmy. Let's offer the invitation to the crew that we can do the morning wake up. Yeah, there you go. So here's how that's going to work. I'm just making it up on the fly right now. Text me your phone number. Text me the time. I will call you to wake your ass out of bed with a beautiful, hey, it's the handsome chief. It's time to get your motherfucking ass out of bed right now. Yes, 431-300-3005. Come give me a call. Oh, yeah. The bullshit professor himself, Dr. John Petricelli out there is in the comments. His advice, invest. We're talking about it coming up in the second hour. 5 money lies men over 35 still believe. That is exactly. Hey, coming up, guys. Oh, man, we got a sad story to kick the show off today. The sad story. Dominiq Ponder, 23-year-old quarterback, died in a car crash yesterday. And we're not here to make light of it. We're here just to call attention to guys just getting through life and making good decisions and, you know, unfortunate things along the way. So we're going to have that conversation when Johnny gets here as well. And hey, to all my brothers that grew up with Jim Carrey, what has happened to Jim Carrey's face? What has happened to Jim Carrey's face? Oh, coming up in a number of minutes, we're going to put it on the screen. What's happened to, look at this guy. Is it the same guy? Apparently, conspiracy theorists, including Jay, I know you, Jay, you are perpetuating the myth that that wasn't even him. It was actually his makeup artist, apparently. Yeah, we're going to have that conversation. And then the annoyance economy is costing us $165 billion a year. All the bullshit that we're just caught up with, $165 billion a year. It's wasting money. And some dude got trapped in a Chili's bathroom. Yeah, and his name was Jimmy. Apparently some guy named Jimmy got trapped in a Chili's bathroom, and then he called the wrong location for help. He's just sitting on the shitter there, wiping his ass, calling. They're like, yeah, there's nobody in the bathroom. He's like, yes, I'm in your bathroom. We're having that conversation. That'll be some funny stuff come up on the show here today. All right, and then second hour, I'm hoping we get some time to talk about this one. The strange but true origin of the humble potato. Yeah, you guys like potatoes? I got a love-hate relationship with potatoes. I love them sometimes. I hate them most times. But sorry, Johnny, I used that H word. Hey, I hung out with Johnny yesterday, business day yesterday. Had a little conversation. And then, hey, coming up in the second hour, 5 money lies men still believe over 35. And we're going to track that down. We don't talk much finance on this show at all, actually. But we're gonna tickle the conversation with myself and Anderson coming up in that second hour. And then, hey, on the Morning Focus, the big monologue, I created a format. You guys are watching it live every single day. We're going to talk about it in my monologue, The Morning Focus. I created a new format. Hey guys, we're also going to discuss that performance trap that nobody talks about and how it's killing your joy on the community corner. But hey, before we do that, nation, grab that coffee, settle in, because I see the big dog just arrived. How did he get here? Jimmy, how did he get here? Morning's Loop starts.
I can't creative, yes, but I can't say that I would put that in the garage.
Jimmy, let's see that one again. Let me see that one again. Show me the picture, Jimmy. I want to see this one. Yeah,
the white sneakers are good too.
I love that, man. That is awesome. I'm thinking that this might be highlights Jimmy's day. He gets to dress John the character and make John awesome character. Oh, hey, by the way, I just want to point something out to you. I'm having a hard time seeing everything underneath your body. I just see your head.
Oh, one more time.
I just see your head and just these arms sticking out. Oh, I'm sorry, you're camouflaged. Oh, bad dad joke.
Oh, yeah, that was terrible, dude. I'm a dad, and I didn't even get that fucking joke. Jesus Christ. But I think it was in the delivery is what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Speaking of delivery.
You could have spun that. It's just, I mean, those on the flies are not always easy. I'll give you that.
This is true. Brother, I'm so happy to see you today, but I want to tell you why. On a personal level, I'm really glad you and I had a chance to grab some coffee yesterday. But most importantly, I'm glad you got a chance to meet the Godfather. Maurice.
Yeah. That's a fitting name for him.
100%. Yeah. That's exactly that. That's exactly
weird because I had no image of his face.
Yeah.
I had a gray haired image just because it's old. I knew it was an older figure, older than you, and we're starting to gray.
Yeah, that's exactly
and the way that I had him in kind of a position of command.
Yes.
And so sitting back like this was like almost to the T what I had envisioned in my head. It was pretty fucking crazy, dude.
That's awesome, man. I thought that was pretty
few words, but mean a lot.
Yeah, that's well described. 100%. Such a modest, humble man, and a super kind man. I'll tell you something. As we were growing our businesses together, and I was watching. He was a dad before I was, and I was watching him be a dad. Johnny, this question for you. So, were there men in your life that you saw that were dads that you're like, I want to be a dad like that guy? Because I'll say that too. Because as I was watching, as Maurice and I were growing ICUC together, and I was watching him being a young dad, I said to myself, man, I want to be a dad like that guy. Because that guy has integrity. I like how he treats his kids. Like it was like a role model, like a mentor. Do you follow me?
Yeah. What I think I noticed the most was I saw it like when I would see a child, boy or girl, and they would see their father in this light, because everybody sees their father in this light like they're a hero, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
But at some point, that hero-ness drifts away.
Yes.
So what I recognized was I don't want to be that guy that, it's because it's almost to a certain extent like you want to be the hero for real, not just to a fucking kid who doesn't get it yet.
Yeah. Yes.
I didn't really see a dad. I saw the figure of a dad who that forgive the term superhero.
Okay. Yeah.
Never stopped.
Yeah.
And that's a behavior-driven thing.
Yeah.
Not and a character-driven thing more than anything else. So I was not really looking at the person.
Yes.
I was looking at the characteristics and the habits of the people that I wanted to emulate.
And maybe not so, and it sounds like as you're explaining this, Johnny, maybe not so much the title, right? So
it wasn't. I mean, dad, of course, is in there.
Yes.
But realistically, I've been that model for people who I have no DNA to that didn't live with me.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's interesting when you find role models like that, right? And there was my cousin Albert was also somebody else who I was like, man, if I can be a dad as half as he could be, and maybe it's not so much would be dad, but just a mentoring figure to your children would maybe be 100%. The terminology.
And to a certain extent, you're a mentoring figure to your children, but you've been a mentoring figure before they were alive.
Yeah.
That's what makes the difference. Now, granted, I think for me, there was a lot of areas in my life I was not being a mentoring figure prior to fatherhood. So that was it. Wow. I had to clean up a lot of fucking areas in my life. I was doing it in some, fucking missing the boat in others.
Dude. Yeah. Yeah. I could pass the card on that one. I'll tell you that one right now. I had to make some big changes, brother. I had to make some fucking massive changes as a dad when I had kids. And I was like, no, I don't want my kids growing up like I am right now. I need to make some fucking changes. There's a lot of looking in the mirror. I'll tell you that right now. Lots of looking in the mirror, a lot of reflecting and conversations with myself and just realizing that this is not going to work. This is not the dad I want my kids to have.
Yep.
Right. And then going through divorce, there creates even more awareness around that, Anderson, because you're like, okay, I really don't want my kids to be, I don't want to be the dad that these kids might see. Right. So you make different choices. Right.
Marriage is in America, especially in the last, few decades.
Yeah.
Such a fucking tough thing, man, because it's like, God damn it. You get these. And I think we talked about it with Brianna a little bit.
Yes.
And the fact that it's like, okay, we're at odds. We're having big fucking problems.
Yeah.
And then usually it's the dude. Well, I'm just going to marry her. That fucking changes things. No, that makes things so much worse because now you've increased your expectations, but there's been nothing about the relationship to stabilize, to support those expectations.
Yes.
You just made the gap bigger because you've taken a fucking deeper step into having basically wanting more from her that she's not giving. It's probably because you're not doing your part.
Yeah. It changes the complete dynamic, doesn't it? Because you said it best, man. The expectations change instantly and immediately. Yeah, exactly.
And then, or even better, that's oh well, let's just have a baby. Okay, so put a 10-year Band-Aid over this, so then when the fucking kid finally realizes what's going on and you guys separate, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, you know what's another good one too is hey, let's plan a trip together. And then you plan that trip for 3 or 6 months down the road, and then you kind of just tolerate each other for 3 or 6 months. Then you go on that trip together, and then you come back and you have a little bit of good time, and then you're always planning these trips together that it's keeping you together, but it's really not. It's really not doing anything for the relationship. It's just looking forward to something together.
I'm trying to think. Excuse me. Let's say a trip.
Yeah,
like we're talking about like
going
a week or two.
Yeah.
Like, I've never done that.
Yeah, I've known a lot of people which have planned trips and then it's like, hey, we're going to go on it. So they're fighting, not getting along, but they're going on a trip in 6 months from now. So it's like, okay, I guess we're not making any big decisions to have it. We're not going to go fix our relationship because we're going on a trip. Then you come back to the trip.
I've never done the trip because I was trying to solve something. I've never done the trip because I was trying to celebrate something. I just never, the trip, I guess, it's one of my buddies just made I shouldn't say a buddy, more of an acquaintance. Just made a video. And he's like, I'm working this weekend. and he spins around his camera. He goes, there's my track over there.
Yes.
There's my warehouse and my gym over there. And he's spinning around. He's just filming the universe he created. And he does what he does every day. And he goes, I have created a life I don't want to leave.
Yeah.
So why do you take trips? Because you're trying to escape something. You need a break from the fucking spin cycle that's beating you up.
Yeah.
How about take that fucking money, that effort, and invest it in the fucking changes you make so you can live your vacation?
Well, you know what happens too is I really enjoy where I live. I have this nice little spread out here, and when I go somewhere, I don't want to move down. Like I don't want to go in a shittier place. You know what I mean? Like I have a certain standard expectation that if I go somewhere, I'm like, oh, my place at home is better than coming here. Why am I not at home? You know what I mean? So, anyways, I got a few things on the docket for us to get into this morning. We got some sad news. We're not here to eulogize it. I just want to create some awareness around, decisions that we make and, whether it's driving too fast, drinking too much, or pushing too hard without rest, or even texting behind the wheel. Unfortunate things happen, and this morning we wake up to a tragedy. 23-year-old quarterback named Dominiq Ponder died. Sterling Preston, set it up for us, please.
Dominiq Ponder died after a late-night crash. Speeds suspected. That headline should hit men different.
We all carry risk debt. Speeding, drinking, burnout, texting. You pay interest until one day it collects.
3 a.m., a curve, guardrail, pole, then fire. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
So, Johnny, I don't, we pride ourselves in creating happiness and joy, and I just want to create awareness. This is how this struck me, man. I remember growing up with a favorite hockey player I grew up watching, Pelle Lindbergh, was a goalie, and he died the exact same similar crash, and his Porsche hit a guardrail. And it just, when I heard this story, it kind of reminded me of the same thing. It was more from my own awareness. When I get out there, just slow it down. If you're rushed, and sometimes we pick up our phone and we want to get a text, put it down. And I just wanted to remind our audience just to have that awareness that sometimes we get into situations where we're driving too fast, or maybe we've had something to drink that we shouldn't have had, or maybe we're texting or something's happened. Next thing you know, life is over. So, Johnny, I just really wanted to put it on the table, that just to create awareness for the audience today, that if you're doing something today, guys, just pause for a second. You know what I'm trying to say?
100%, brother. I mean, there's always, you've always got a few more fucking seconds than you think.
Yeah. Yeah. And this one makes me sad because there's no need for it, actually. Right. And I missed where he was, what level he was playing. Yeah, it happened in Colorado. He was playing for under Coach Sanders, actually, Deion Sanders. So
he was a college player.
Yeah, he was entering his third season. He had a lot of promise in front of him. Coach Sanders called him a favorite, a born leader. And that's what makes me so sad, because this didn't have to happen, right? But then, Johnny, unfortunately, these things do happen. But and I believe, like we talked before, you said before, energy, there's things happen for a reason. Maybe this happened just to remind us. Maybe this happened for us to have this conversation. Maybe this happened.
Dude, so you're so correct.
Maybe this happened.
Sorry to interrupt you. Just want to.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Maybe this happened for when I'm talking to Carter later today, just to remind him that when he's going home from hockey, just to slow down, just to create that awareness, right, brother?
Well, and so right now, I mean, you've raised such a good point. Those of us that don't know him, that couldn't have loved him.
Yes,
it's easy for us to find a silver lining right fucking now.
Yes.
And you need to do that in his honor. The people that are having a hard time with that are the ones that knew him and loved him and missed him and are blinded by the fucking the grieving to find that silver lining.
Yeah. Yes. It's and then Kai puts it here too. Paul Walker. Remember Paul Walker? Great the actor. Fast and Furious. Died in his Porsche too there a number of years ago. I know you were the Fast and Furious, he was the actor there, one of the main actors. He died in a tragic car crash as well. And I guess, like you said, man, just sometimes these things happen to remind us, maybe, right? Maybe just to remind us to create that awareness of the situation. So, all right. So moving from that one, I want to go to this one, John. So this is really a no shit Sherlock department, but perhaps we need to talk about it. Johnny, 1 in 5 American kids, this is going to frustrate you. I know it is, but 1 in 5 American kids are now obese, the highest rate ever recorded. Sterling Preston.
The problem's getting worse.
Yes. Sterling Preston, set it up.
This isn't vibes. Anna Haynes uses measured heights and weights. CDC says child obesity is 21.1%. 50 years ago, it was 5.2%. Severe obesity is now 7%. That's not willpower, that's systems. Adults may be bending the curve with meds. Kids aren't getting that benefit. So what changes without a prescription?
So John, let's dig into this one, man. Like actually, so I'll ask you a question. So our kids are, good morning, Shinku. Good to have you out there, brother. And see, hey, Maddie, what's up there, brother? Good to see you out there as well. So kids are more obese than ever. 50 years ago, the number was 5.2%. Now, 21% of American children, Johnny, 21% have obesity right now. The highest rate ever recorded. That's just got to, as a mental coach, like, what does that say to you?
Oh, dude, I mean, it's fucking terrible. And the diabetes epidemic is right in there too.
Yes.
And what I think, and I know a lot of parents don't want to hear this, you are selfish motherfuckers.
I was just going to say that because my concern is this too. What is little Johnny?
They're doing what's easy for them.
Yes. Well, so let me ask this a question of you. So little Johnny, little Jenny are watching mom or dad, I'll just say it, take the shortcut, stick the needle in and go run to the pharmacist and grab the Ozempic, the Wegovy or the Mounjaro, but not changing their habits. What's that teaching the little child, Johnny?
I mean, you got a huge point, but let's go even a step further. What about the fucking fat fucker that's not even trying to fucking take a shortcut?
Yes.
Because I mean, the bottom line is this: what the biggest fucking crime,
yes,
that we're basically committing on our kids is not fucking trying.
Well, so that I agree with you. So Brookie comes downstairs in the morning. She sees her mom working out every single day. So what's Brooke do? So I'm going to try some yoga. I want to go for a walk. She's running a half marathon with her mom. Because why? She's seeing her mom. Your girls.
What she sees you. She sees it's a household vibe.
So that's when I see this, it frustrates me because
guess what? If you guys were playing fucking video games, what would she want to be doing?
Exactly. But it's not necessary. And I don't want to lecture people, but it's this frustrates me.
They need to be lectured.
Yeah, okay, sure. This frustrates me but this doesn't need to happen though. It doesn't need to happen. Like this number is ridiculous, man. 21%. And this Dr. John Brownstein says that the GLP-1 factor, he says his quote was this: I do think the advent of GLP-1s are absolutely playing a role because, parents are deciding that it's easier to go get the shortcut instead of showing the children to how to maybe get off the couch and do some work.
I mean, you can argue that too.
Yes.
But the bottom line is at least if someone is trying,
yes,
the kid sees the effort.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah, and I'm appreciative of that comment because trying really, I always say to Carter this, man, all my kids, and I'm sure you do as well. All I want to see is the effort. That's it.
Yeah. You give me the best you got.
Yes.
The best you've got.
Yes.
That's all we need.
Yeah. John Petricelli says it's a form of neglect. It's hard to argue that, Anderson. It's hard to argue that.
Fuck it, brother, it's fucking self. I make videos all the time.
Yeah.
The most selfish fucking thing you can do is not better yourself, because you're then when you, and I'm not talking about missing the fucking Little League game or telling the kid you can't help him with the homework because you got to go to the gym.
Yes.
I'm saying get your fucking fat, lazy ass up 30 minutes early and do something to better yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get to sleep. Don't tell me you don't have fucking time. And I know you're tired because you've neglected yourself. I know you're tired because you ate a fucking Big Mac last night. I know you're tired because you didn't go to bed till fucking 1 a.m. So don't give me all the bullshit. It's you fucking dug this hole. Start fucking climbing your fat ass out.
It's how does it
when you take care of yourself, that is the least selfish thing you can do, because you are demonstrating to your kids what they need to do. They don't fucking care what you say because they're fat just like you are.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this conversation continues to fascinate me, and I will admit, when I see an obese child with a family, and I look at the family, I will say that I make a judgment. I get frustrated. I'm like, dude, like, come on, man, that kid has no, that kid's gonna have a hard time growing up. Is what I say to myself, because that kid's gonna be chastised, teased. You know, the world is stacked against that kid because the parent has let that kid turn into a roly-poly at 8 years old or 9 years old or 10 years old. Obese.
Yeah, and usually their parents are the fucking adult version of a roly-poly.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Good morning, everybody. Hanging out with Keith and John this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Hey, Jimmy, I got to admit, I thought we had a guest showing up today, but I guess we don't. It's just Keith and John here today. That's awesome. I've been so focused on just having some fun this morning that it's the Bilous and Anderson show here today, which is awesome.
What was the guest? I'm curious. Let's profile this son of a bitch.
Oh, no. I thought there was one, but it's actually March 3rd. My days are all mixed up. It's actually tomorrow.
I thought it was Tuesday today. I was like, fuck, I think we're... Because it's funny, it's weird, dude. It's so weird. Every time Brianna's shown up,
yes,
I have had a fucking whopping fucking life expectancy session the night before, so I've been fucking tired.
Well, I know you had a busy weekend of LEW.
Well, and I'm actually, yesterday, we ended up fucking both thrown to the towel. We're like, Jesus Christ.
So I got to announce this to Nation. Johnny and I grabbed the coffee yesterday, had a business meeting, just hung out for a little bit. We rarely do. We spend so much time together on the show, but yesterday we hung out. I sit down in the front of the video camera, and John answers, just huffing and puffing and sweating and just.
Oh, come on! No, dude, I mean, make it believable.
He's like, oh man, I just been.
Make it believable.
I love it though. It was great because you were getting after it, man, which was so fucking awesome. That was good. But yeah, we got Brianna Bass tomorrow showing up for No Safe Words. Johnny, I got up Saturday morning, ready to go to the show. Got out of bed, went to the shower. I'm in this true story. I'm in the shower counting my Johnnies, and I'm like, oh, it's actually Saturday morning. I don't got a show to do today. That's exactly what happened to me. And I was like, oh, so then I fucking got out of the shower. I'm like, okay, well, I'm up. So I just, I went.
I thought about this. Remember the lady with the crazy book title?
Yeah, yes. Yeah. The French press lady. Yeah.
And it was fucking great because that title's like, what the fuck?
Yes. I buried my mom.
Your book, whatever you choose to write it. I know at some point you're going to stop ripping on other people and do it yourself.
Yes, I will. Right? Yes. You're going to write the forward.
And so yours needs to be, I can't stop thinking about John in the shower.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, because if they know it's a man,
I love
obviously by Keith Bilous, they're going to go, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is this about?
I love that. And it'll be me in a silhouette in the shower with my fingers up counting with with some puffy, like with me thinking with your head in my thoughts. That'll be good. I like that. That's a good title. John Anderson dropping book titles. Maddie, been there, done that. It's the benefit. Exactly. That's awesome, man. And and then Dr. John Petrocelli, back to the kids thing, says, let your kids get fat. Yeah, he's so right. Let your kids get fat. You just gave them a lifelong battle. And that's exactly it. You've actually given your kids, so all those accumulative decisions, you said, okay, kid, here you go. You're now stacked against a battle for the rest of your life to figure that out.
Well, and we all want our kids to be better than us.
Yes.
So don't let them make the fucking same mistakes.
I know.
Christ.
It's
but
so
again, you're fucking lazy.
Yes.
You're fucking selfish. And hide behind, I can't do this, and the kid needs a Big Mac. The kid doesn't need fucking poison.
No.
The kid doesn't need shit. It's like looking at your fucking your obviously your car doesn't work, it's electric. Yeah. Looking at your Ferrari in the garage, you going, it just needs a little kerosene for fuel today.
Yeah.
You never fucking do that.
Yes. I know. Shinku says, when you see the whole family march into McDonald's, I know. You are not normal people. No, we are not normal people, Johnny Apple. This is Keith and John Anderson. We are the guys on the stage. Johnny Apple, are you a normal person, or are you somebody who likes to sit in the stands? Welcome to the big show. Mornings in the Lab with Keith and John. We get after it live every single day here, Monday through Friday on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network. You can come hang out with us every single day. MITL.live. Come check into the show. Come say hello. And we like to have a lot of fun conversations to help people get up and get after it. Hey, Johnny. So you and I both grew up with Jim Carrey, and I laughed like a motherfucker watching that guy's career. Started In Living Color. And so do you have a favorite Jim Carrey movie by any chance? Like just top of your head, or did you draw that guy's humor?
I can say I wasn't a huge fan of him.
Okay.
Until when was it? Because in the beginning, because I'm not a huge slapstick guy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But then there's a certain point where the slapstick becomes really clever.
Yes.
Once he turned really clever, and these roles were like I'm trying to think of like the first Ace Ventura was just way too far off the reservation for me.
Well, yeah, if you did not know what the hell
the character was just too far off to believe.
Yeah.
Right. But now, like the one what was it when he had the black kids, and his wife was banging the little black midget. You don't remember that one, dude?
I don't remember the name of it.
Well, and the black midget was like this fucking crazy genius, right? Like a brain like nobody ever seen before. So these kids were like fucking like at 10 years old, we're solving world problems. And
the Truman Show. It was the Truman Show.
No. That's where he was stuck on the island.
So there's Bruce Almighty. There's the Truman Show. Hey, Grok,
the motorcycle cop.
Hey, Grok, listen to Johnny. Johnny asked Grok the question.
Grok, which was the movie with Jim Carrey where the whole thing the movie was set up by his wife banging a black midget, and he had 3 black boys when his wife was white?
That'd be Me, Myself, and Irene.
There we go.
Yeah.
The best description.
I'm just speaking candidly.
I know. The IMDb description brought to you by John Anderson. Jim Carrey married to the.
Well, and his wife was fucking hot. This little black midget might have been 10 feet tall because he was so fucking smart.
Oh my God, man, you're making me fucking laugh this morning.
But that right there, so it starts off with like this really fucking weird scenario where you can understand why he's acting all it's believable, semi-believable why he was so fucking.
There you go. There you go. Me, Myself, and Irene. Good job there, team, bringing it up there for us. Well, listen, I'm putting Carrie onto the table this morning.
See, you understand what I mean? Like if Ace Ventura had some like setup, right, like a crazy setup made him fucking walk around and do all this fucking weird shit. Like, why is this fucking guy doing all this?
Yeah. So Lauren was really troubled by the Truman Show. She's like, that movie, she goes, that movie traumatized me.
I never watched the whole thing through and through. I just knew conceptually he was just an experiment on the island.
Well, what's freaking her out was that the whole, like everything, it was like a simulation. Everybody's watching, like you're living in this world where somebody's controlling you, right? Like this Truman Show. So she was troubled by this idea that, you know, we're living in this world.
Dude, the Truman Show should be like that's like the 101.
Yeah.
In college, the Matrix should be like the 404.
Well, that's a good analogy, man. That's really good. So I put Jim Carrey on the table today, brother, because he shows up at the César Awards in Paris this weekend, and the world is convinced that it wasn't him and that it's actually was somebody who was impersonating him. And when you see what he looks like, you might ask the same questions. Sterling Preston, please set this up for us.
The internet says Jim Carrey was a clone. Now a makeup artist claims he did it. This is getting stupidly fun.
He accepted the award and spoke fluent French with Carrey-level faces. That's a hell of a mask.
This is the new world. Deepfakes plus clout turns brains off. We'll show how to sanity check viral proof fast.
So, Kai, Jimmy, let's put this image on the screen here. So the story hits at something fascinating about the age we live in. We've reached a point where we have deepfakes, these AI-generated images, and these hyper-realistic prosthetics. And so this is Jim Carrey today. I think we have a side-by-side there, team. If you can put the side-by-side up, it's the world is just freaking out by how different he looks right now. And Jimmy, if you can throw that the recent there's a side-by-side picture I gave you guys there. If you guys can show that the side-by-side of him, not the videos. I don't want to see the old stuff. I want to see from the weekend here. There's a side-by-side, guys. If you can throw the side-by-side up, there's an image of him. There we go. So if you see him, and there's a picture that shows him from 2025. Kai, Jimmy, in that X clip I gave you guys there's an actual side-by-side picture that shows him from 10 years ago, and it shows him today. And it's there's folks that are saying that Alexis Stone was his makeup artist and put a prosthetic on and showed up on his behalf and then spoke French. So
I think this is what I think.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen the picture yet.
Yeah.
But I'm really fucking good. Where I identify these fakes is in the little tweaks in the language that it hasn't picked up yet.
Ah, yes. So I see.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
There's the picture.
Yeah. Look at it.
Yeah, that's a tough. That by look, that's a fucking tough one. To either that motherfucker had a shitload of fucking surgery.
Yes.
You know, but I would love to hear him talk now, because at a look, I would agree that doesn't look like him. You can even see, like, look at the eyes. His eyes are a little bit this way. Those eyes are that way. You're not fucking thinking that.
So I gotta be honest. Before I gave this to the team to put on the screen here this morning, I grokked it myself, and Grok is like, "No, that's just 20 years of aging." And I'm like, "No, that's not 20 years of aging." The guy looks
that's fucking reverse aging.
I know. He looks like that Brian Johnson guy that's trying to live to 1 billion. But look at his face, Johnny. He looks like a different. Look at his cheeks. Is that just all Botox and filler?
I want to know, because here's the thing. As I actually listened to some of Jim Carrey's more present in the last 5 years shit, he's like on a big fucking journey of spirituality.
Yes, he's been painting.
Hence that big fucking beard.
Yes.
You know, I mean, he's like, he's just on this quest for.
Oh my God, look at this. Good job, you guys. Look at that picture, man. That does not, Johnny, I'm telling you, man, that does not look like the same person.
Is the bottom right one? Is that the one that we're in question of?
Yeah. Like that's
okay, the bottom right one. Now that one looks a little bit different, because look at the eyes. His eyes are back where they should be. That first picture was definitely a different one.
Wow.
But what I'm getting at is that when a person goes through that type of a transformation, just because they fucking learn to speak French should not be some big fucking trigger.
Holroyd says, Johnny, you'll love this. He's been taking his GHK-CU. That's why he looks that way.
I mean, GHK can definitely help, but I'll tell you. But see, this foursome here.
Yeah.
I believe the bottom right, because the bottom right is the one in question, correct?
Yeah, so the bottom one, the bottom ones are both are right now. So
but they're all him, truly him. The picture that a minute ago doesn't fit into that.
No, but it's the same one. So if you look at the bottom,
that's the same. Okay, well then maybe that picture was just kind of a weird cut off. We got to see him talk. That'll be the difference.
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy Kai, if you guys can grab that, I think there's actually there. So if you guys can find that and pull it up here, we'll just step aside for a second and throw that up there for us to listen to, because actually I want to hear it too. We have some comments from the community here. We got Dr. John Petros saying, "I don't believe Jim Carrey has a doppelganger." New Day, good morning, New Day. Where are you joining us from? You're joining myself and John Anderson this morning on Mornings Live with Keith and John. He was cloned, says New Day, and then Shinku Nakamoto says, "Yeah, bonjour." That's exactly it. But you're right, man. He's been actually quite what's the word I'm looking for? Quite reclusive as of the last 5 or 6 years. He's been busy painting, stepping back from the limelight, and he stepped out this weekend to be to accept this award, where the rest of the world was like, "Holy fuck, man! Is that actually Jim Carrey? Or is that not Jim Carrey? Because it doesn't look like a Jim Carrey." So,
yeah, I want to see it. I want to hear him talk.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, and he spoke all in French apparently. So it was. And then I got some comments here. He said in an interview before he retired that if he ever shaves his beard, goes out of retirement, goes back out in fame, it's not him anymore. Yeah, he was. So he's been saying this too. He's been out there in the last couple of weeks over on the talk show circuit, telling people that it's actually not him, that it's actually a clone of him. So I don't know. Yeah, and I'm with you, Shinko. He did.
So he's actually saying that?
Yes. Yeah. So he's perpetuating this myth himself.
Now I really got to see it.
They're out there finding the video for us, which is great. Okay, so we will patiently wait for the team to find us that video on Jim Carrey while we're doing that. Here's something. Oh, let me just see here. I got the notes here. Let me see what they got here. Awesome. They're loading that video up for us right now. Hey, while we're doing that, this weekend, I think it was this weekend, 2 people trapped 925 feet in the air. If you guys can set this one up for us, after a hot air balloon collided with a communication tower in Texas. Yeah.
Hot air balloon hits a cell tower in Texas. Basket gets pinned 920 feet up. 2 people stuck.
Rescuers climbed in with rope systems. They reached them around 10 a.m.
That's real work courage.
Pulled them off around 10:58. No serious injuries reported. Now the incident's under investigation.
I know that you like to use the word interest in what you have interest or not have interest in. I have zero interest in hot air ballooning. Zero. Like none. Absolutely zero.
Well, I mean, there would be some prerequisites.
Yeah.
Like, let's not fucking let's go in a fucking hot air balloon where you've got to travel like 500 miles to hit something.
So that you're not hitting the power lines?
Yeah, I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, that's what I thought too when I saw the story. Is like, why are we flying near power lines in Gregg County, Texas, if we're going to crash into them? That is not. And then I saw on the weekend somebody had to jump out of a hot air balloon that started on fire, and the guy died because it was burning up there, and he was in the basket, and he jumped. It wasn't a pleasant seat. Shinko says John can be in the Expendables. I agree. Yeah, the flame sound is cool though. Yeah, hey, Shinko, have you been inside of a hot air balloon? I have not. Yeah, and Kindness Rising. Maddie says when age meets money. Well, there's some truth to that too. I would say, right, when it comes back to the Jim Carrey thing, when age meets money. That's you put some age, you put some money on the table, and you want to stay looking young. You might spend some money on crazy shit. But hey, the video is ready, Johnny. Let's play that video. Let's listen to Jim Carrey and let's see if it's actually him. Let's play it, guys.
Bonsoir. Merci beaucoup. C'est très gentil. En tant qu'acteur, chaque personnage que vous incarnez, c'est comme l'argile du sculpteur que vous façonnez à la forme de votre cœur.
All right, let's kill it, guys.
I totally believe that's him.
I think so too. Now that I've heard.
Not to mention too, have you ever heard a fucking person who speaks fluent fucking French? They're not talking like that.
Yeah. Well, and I just
that was slow shit. The gardener of my house in Mexico is French.
Yeah. Okay.
And I asked him, hey, speak French. Just kind of, I always fuck with him a little bit because he speaks obviously. He speaks Spanish slow, so I can understand him. Speak French. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So when I see that looks like him to me. His mannerisms, even from afar, I thought because that looked like his face. That looked like him to me. So
Dude, people are fucking hungry for fuck. Although, but him saying that's not him now, that brings a point of interest to this story.
Well, it's there. Listen, what do we live in? We live in a world of headlines and capturing headlines. And for somebody who's been reclusive for 6 months, you're like, hey, I want to get a headline. What do you say? This is not me. That's a clone of me. I'm not real. The whole fucking internet.
And if he's true to what he said, maybe he is going to have some sort of a comeback. But
yeah,
I would guess if he does, he's not going to be doing, movies where his fucking wife bangs a black midget. He's going to be doing really fucking like meaningful shit.
Yes. You know who he was married to for a while there, who I thought was the hottest? She's a redhead. Lauren Holly.
She's a fucking doozy. But as I understand, she was a tough one to fucking make.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard. I mean, of course, you hear all sorts of shit.
Of course. Yeah. We got Maddie coming back saying that was a performance, not natural. And Hebby's fucking with people, Andy Kaufman style. Well, there's something to be said for that too. I enjoyed Andy Kaufman, and I liked how Andy Kaufman fucked with people's heads too. And Jim Carrey has taken a page out of that too. That whole idea of performance art, what's not real, what's real, right? And Shinko says Jim is a hermit and he does art. I'm not surprised he learned fluent French.
That's exactly my point. Yes, but you can see that's clearly a learned. That's not. He has not been speaking that for 20 years.
No. Well, it'd be like me going on stage and trying to speak French. That's exactly how I would sound.
Yeah, I mean, you could muscle through it, but it would be people that understood French would see it fucking 10 miles away.
That's right. Hey, everybody, hang out with Keith and John this morning at Mornings in the Lab and Keith and John. Have you guys checked into the show yet? I see Lauren Holly. Put Lauren Holly up there, Jimmy. I saw that picture. Put her up there, man. Have you guys checked into the show yet? mitl.live. You can check into the show. Show us you're awake. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to mitl.live or mornings.live. There's Lauren Holly. Check that out. Yeah, that was Jim's wife for a while there. She was attractive, dude.
Well, that's her later in life when she was younger. Man, she was fucking rocket, dude.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, Lauren Holly from Geneva, New York. Same town my kids are born. There you go. Good job there, Roofy. But yes, Scott, come check in the show, guys. If you haven't checked in yet, Shinko, have you checked into the show yet? Come check into the show. New Day, come check into the show. mitl.live. You'll see a check-in button. You can check in and show your proof that you are awake, you are alive, and start building your streak with us. Hey, Johnny, I got a visual that I think you're really going to love, actually. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, fuck, this is perfect for the morning show. We talk often about multitasking and focus tasking and what it takes to hop from task to task to task and what it takes to focus on a task. Dude, I got an incredible visual that I think is all out here. Check out this words of wisdom that I found for us. Kai, Jimmy, let's play this. I got to admit, I didn't set them up here. I just took them to the words of wisdom thing. So look at this visual here. Like, isn't that not just like, look at that. Like, just look at the visual of that. That's a game changer when I saw that.
Yeah. Well, because there's no transit time.
That's exactly like Jimmy, run it again. Like, but it just, sometimes we need to see things to really kind of remind us like how things work. And when I saw it, I was like, yeah, right. Because I will say that I'm often like a multitasker, but I have been really working hard at the focus tasking because I'm always doing 1,000 things at once, it seems like, right? So that was a good visual for me.
Yeah, and the difference is just the fact that it's just the transit.
That's exactly
which would represent losing focus and gaining focus to a new task.
Yes, exactly it. Hey,
like in my training, a lot of times what I'll do, a lot of my clients like, hey, I think there's a typo. There's 2 exercises it's the same exercise 2 in a row. I said, look at the rep range.
Oh yeah.
Change the rep range so they don't have to refocus. They just get to go. They get to hit a different level of stimulation. So they might do 5 sets or 3 or 4, 5 sets of 7, say a bent over row, and then there will be 2 or 3 sets of 15 at a bent over row.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny, so science just handed us the ultimate icebreaker. So interracial or intersituational relationships have been happening forever. Jimmy, let's cue this one up. We're talking Neanderthals. So science has discovered a new study published this last week in the Journal of Science, cracked open one of the oldest mysteries in human history. Neanderthal men. So I know you and I've joked often about the Quest for Fire movie that I watched with my dad at 12 years old. I was my sex education lesson. Neanderthal men preferred human women. 250,000 years of complicated relationships. Sterling Preston, tell us about this one.
This is the ultimate icebreaker. Neanderthal men preferred human women. That pattern stretches back 250,000 years.
Researchers read it in the X chromosome. Neanderthal X has extra human DNA. Not random, it's preference. So what do we do with it? Respect the data and the nuance. Then remember, you're built from survivors. Move today.
That's crazy, man. So Neanderthal men were actually more into human women than actually Neanderthal women. The University of Pennsylvania researchers analyzed DNA, and the story is written in our chromosomes. Most people, this stuck out for me. Most people alive today carry 1% to 4% Neanderthal DNA. Think about that.
Well, it's evolution, brother.
Yeah, the caveman is literally in you. So I thought about you because you like to use these analogies often, and it supports your analogies, dude, that the caveman is actually literally in us. Like, true story, right? 1 in 4 of us, are have these caveman attributes attached to us still.
Yeah,
That's not
surprising at all.
Most modern humans carry 1% to 4% Neanderthal DNA, but almost none of it sits on the X chromosome. Scientists call it an archaic desert. And then later along the way, that I guess Neanderthal males started preferring Neanderthal females who had more human ancestry. So the interbreeding pattern goes back 250,000 years, and then
where did the? So I honestly have no clue when I ask this question. So when we talk about Neanderthal, then it goes into human. What was the shift in the DNA? Was it time? Did fucking some female get humped by some fucking weird animal? What the fuck was it? Something had to shift the direction of the evolution. Or was it just was there like a 200-year period where the female evolved a little bit differently than the male? Because keep in mind, the Neanderthal male is out there fucking fighting lions. The female was doing a different chore. So in essence, if you think by just the nature of living, they're going to evolve differently, substantially.
Grok, what's the answer on that one?
And I jokingly say hump some animal.
Grok.
All right, digging into this Neanderthal hookup science. Sounds wild, right? Yeah. First off, no animals got humped. That's just fantasy. The real story? Straight up preference. The new study, out last week from Penn State in Science, looked at ancient DNA from 3 Neanderthals. They found their X chromosomes loaded with extra human DNA, like 62% more than anywhere else. That's not random. It means Neanderthal guys were hooking up with human women way more often. Why? X inheritance is key. Dads pass their X to daughters only. So, if Neanderthal dudes are fathering kids with human moms, those kids get human X from mom, and Neanderthal X goes nowhere in the human line long term. Flip it? If human guys banged Neanderthal women, we'd see Neanderthal X all over modern Earth. We don't. It's an archaic desert, barely any left. Timeline? Started around 250,000 years back, when our ancestors wandered into Neanderthal turf. Not one big orgy, just repeated meetups over millennia. No big shift like females evolving faster or males out hunting lions. Just attraction. Maybe human women look different, smell better, whatever. Or maybe Neanderthal ladies with human vibes got picked later. Bottom line, the caveman's in us, literally 1% to 4%, but mostly from dad's side Neanderthals chasing mom's side humans. Kinda romantic, kinda savage. And yeah, it backs your point. We're all survivors of messy, horny history.
Interesting.
So we're talking, and make sure I'm understanding here. So we're talking Neanderthals, right, as a race.
Yeah.
Meet Adam and Eve. So they basically cross paths is what it comes
Yeah, that would be an analogy. I think would be fair enough.
Because where did the human woman come from? Is the question.
Grok?
Yeah, fair question. The human women, they came from us, Homo sapiens, not some magic origin. We were already out there, migrating north from Africa around 300,000 years ago. Neanderthals had been chilling in Europe and Asia for 500,000 years by then. Stocky, big-boned, built for cold. So picture it. Our ancestors, slimmer, darker skinned, maybe more graceful, wandered into their turf. And the Neanderthal guys apparently liked what they saw, enough to make kids, enough that their X chromosomes got flooded with our DNA. No Adam and Eve fairy tale, just two branches of the family tree bumping into each other, one branch stronger, one branch smarter, and they mixed. That's why you're here, brother. Not divine plan, just biology being horny and practical.
Dude, that's fascinating shit, man.
So basically, all the Bible thumpers are really pissed off right now because they're saying that humans existed before Adam and Eve.
Well, and Grok is just pissing on the argument right now.
Yeah.
Grok?
Yeah, keep it coming. What's next?
I mean, that makes perfect sense, dude, because when you think about it, a woman, even in today's time, whether she knows it or not, she's picking a man that can basically provide, protect, care. And in many cases, now, of course, that's going to be looked at financially as a big part of that. But they're also going to look at, okay, if I'm walking down the street and someone tries to take my purse, can my husband, is he stout enough to protect?
That's it. That's exactly. Good morning, Corvalon. What's your take on the ID and banking info implants that the EU is trying to pass into law? I'm not sure. I don't know much about it, Corvalon. Where are you joining us from? Love to hear what you have to say. Shinku says it's almost as if the human imperative is to achieve perfection. And then Shinku says what that format can be anyone's guess. Neanderthals eventually became us. Humans evolved over thousands of years. And we can see how evolution happened. Kids look like a mix of their parents and relatives. Well, John, the same thing is going to happen. Follow my train of thought on this one. The same thing is going to happen when we end up on Mars one day. We're going to be creating Martians. And I'm being very serious now. So just think about this logically, right? So humans end up on Mars, and then two humans procreate on Mars. Well, if you're born on Mars, you're not an Earthling, you're going to become a Martian. Because you were born on that planet. And then if you think that when humans start,
you're a Californian, you're a Canadian.
Yeah. So then if you think of humans start coming to Mars after that event, we are eventually, you can see how the species will evolve. And I'm being very serious. Right.
But I guess then the question is, we think of Martian, we think of fucking, the shit that we see on UFO television.
Yes.
So really it's just a different title. It's like Canadian, right. American, European.
Yes. It's exactly it. It's exactly
Martian.
Yes.
It's hard for people to wrap Martian around where you were actually created.
Well, because we were raised with shows like you said, The Martians and they look like these fucking dweeby little characters. But when you think about it, it's going to be the next evolution of humanity in many ways, right? So, good morning, my baby Lauren, getting up and getting after it this morning. Johnny, she got her ass out of bed and she was downstairs lifting like a motherfucker this morning, man. She is strong and I love it. There's nothing more attractive than seeing a strong woman get into the gym and just show the effort, man. I just love watching the effort. Good morning, everybody. Hanging out with Keith and John. We're going to get reset here on hour 2. We're going to do a lifestyle tip with Anderson. We're going to do a reset on hour 2. We're going to come back on a deep dive. 5 money lies men over 35 still believe. John, we don't talk much finance on the show, but I thought we can dig into this one a little bit. We got a big audience here today, and we'll have that conversation. Lifestyle tip, reset hour 2, and come back for the deep dive. The 5 money lies men over 35 still believe. And that conversation is coming up in about 5 minutes. But right now, the lifestyle tip with John Anderson this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends.
That was my boy Midas, but he had his ears. All my pets got their ears sharpened up, so to speak. Anyway, sorry for all the animal lovers that don't believe in that. That's just the way it is. Lifestyle tip. We're going to take a bite off of how the show started. If you're a parent and you're fucking fat and you're allowing your kids to have the same fucked up behavior patterns to be fat also, you are one selfish son of a bitch. Sorry, man, woman. Otherwise, I'm talking to all of you. Don't hide behind, I don't have time. Don't hide behind, I don't want to be selfish. This is all bullshit. This is the stuff you tell yourself so you can sit your fat ass on the couch, watch your television, and eat the junk you want to eat. This is the shit you tell yourself so you could go through the fucking drive-through and not feel guilty. Get your ass out of bed before your child needs you. 30 minutes will do the trick. I know you're tired because you've been eating like shit. I know you don't have the energy because you fucking went to bed at 1 a.m. All of the shit that you're complaining about, you've done to yourself. And now you're taking this piss poor behavior pattern and you're teaching it to your child. And you've told your child they need what they need to do, but guess what? I got a secret for you, and I've said this 100 fucking times. They don't give a shit what you say. They care what you do. They're going to emulate you, whether you fucking like it or not. So if you want to go on the rest of your life and be a selfish motherfucker, it's your choice. Or you can say, you know what? Not me. Not anymore. So I'm going to try. That's the first step. Just try. Do something. Don't talk, do. Because the simple question is this. Your kids are going to emulate you, whether you like it or not. So this is the question. Look yourself in the mirror. Take your shirt off and look at your fucking fat self. Look at those tits. Look at the belly. Look at all the shit you don't want to look at. And ask yourself a question. Are you giving your kids something great to emulate? Rock and roll.
All right. Welcome back to Mornings in the Live with Keith, John, and friends. We are your live daily accountability partner, bringing you real talk, entertaining conversation. And if you're looking for some real talk, you'll always get it with the Lifestyle Tip with John Anderson. He is so right. He's absolutely right. And you know what? I will say that Shinku says it as well. Kids do what their parents do. True story. Good morning, good time. Good morning, Shinku. It's been proven for decades. Yes. When the whole family be like, eh. Yeah, exactly. Igzaret says, oh my God, my son's turning 13 tomorrow and his name is Yor Anega. And I know what you're trying to say there, so I'm not going there with you, brother. He is a big fan of yours. And yes, my baby, I get out of bed every single day and train. I love it. I think that is nothing. There's nothing more attractive than your beautiful wife getting up, getting after it, lifting heavy things, putting them down, and trying to be her best self every single day. Hey, guys, if you are new here, hit the like, hit the subscribe, come say hi in the comments. And if you haven't checked into the show yet, you can do that. mitl.live or mornings.live to check in and participate in today's poll and daily question. Yes, what's the poll? What's the poll, Kai? The poll is this. What's the number one money lie keeping men broke after 35? 1, I'll invest when I make more money. 2, debt is just part of life. 3, I deserve to reward myself. I work hard hours. And hey, answer the daily question. What's one money habit you wish someone had taught you before 30? All right, guys, we kicked off this morning with the annoyance economy. We're going to get that one coming up in a few moments. And then we talked about... No, we didn't get to any of that, but we're going to get to all this coming up. Coming up right now, 5 money lies men over 35 still believe. And we're going to break down the myths, the mindset traps, and the practical reset plan to put you back in control, because we're going to do it. And it starts right now. Hour 2 of Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Let's get into it.
You're 38, driving an $80,000 truck, but your savings account is a myth.
Who exactly are you trying to impress?
That's the trap. We buy the you successful guy identity with credit cards, pretending high interest debt is just normal.
It's expensive theater. You bleed cash to look secure, then convince yourself that investing is just too risky.
Relying on one paycheck while inflation eats your cash is the ultimate risk. Math doesn't care about ego.
The biggest lie is, I'll figure it out later.
The potential phase, you're in performance mode. Stop faking stability. Automate 1% of your income today. Accountability means knowing your family is actually covered.
Good morning, Cheryl Whitaker. I see you there in the comments. Good morning. Good morning. Good to have you on the show here this morning. Hey, Johnny, we're talking money lies. Men over 35 probably still believe. Is there one that you still believe? I know you're an old dog, but or let me rephrase the question. What are some things you wish you learned earlier in life that took you too long to learn?
I would say, well, just by I guess the things that I kind of learned by default. One, I was glad that I did.
Mm-hmm.
But this saying, so I basically learned this, but half of it was taken care of for me by the nature of the fact that I never had a job, never collected a paycheck.
Yeah, you really, I got to be honest, man. I love how passionately committed you are to that statement, and you hold on to that. You really define yourself with that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I went fucking upstream.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
I could have jumped on a fucking floaty and cruised down the river with everybody else drinking beer.
Yes.
And I said, fuck this. I'm going in some heavy fucking whitewater current. I'm going to learn to swim fast enough to get up this fucking river.
So, dude, what do you say to all the dudes out there, Johnny, that use the debt to fund the dad identity? We know those guys.
Well, here's the thing. You just get your brain started with this idea.
Okay. Tell me.
The two biggest expenses a person's going to have, and I speak obviously in America because I'm not totally up to speed with other laws and such. The two biggest expenses that you're ever going to have is going to be fucking taxes and interest.
And divorce.
Well, that's something that I guess to a certain extent depends how you play your cards.
Yes. You're right. Taxes and interest. Yes.
But I mean, you could definitely put that in. You could put that in there for sure. But
yes.
But the point is it's like you can't, I guess you can't avoid interest. So it took me longer than I wish to really stand behind the interest thing.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because I didn't understand the difference in debt. There's debt that makes you money.
Yeah.
And there's debt that costs you money. What kind of debt do you have?
Yes.
And that was the kind that I wish I'd learned that earlier. I learned the taxes part just because in free enterprise, you get to shelter yourself. So I was just kind of by default, I didn't get fucking stung by that one like most people.
Yes.
But the interest thing definitely, I should have been smarter with some of the debt that cost me money.
Okay. Interesting. That's fair to say. I you know what? Because I was thinking about this conversation prior to us having it today, and I think I would probably land in that same spot as you. So for me, I was I started making money as a young man at 15 when I was working in a grocery store in Selkirk. I was going to high school, and I was working 30, 40 hours a week. I was making like $1,500, a couple grand a month as a young man. I started making money early, and I started loving making money. And I learned really quickly, John, that I knew how to make and I could make money. So, and right or wrong, I will admit this, right or wrong, I have never worried about my ability to make money. I've always said to myself,
that's beautiful.
No, but what I mean by that is, but there's a negative to that, because my belief is, well, I'll just go make more money. Right. So but
that mindset led you to fucking sell a company for $50 million.
Yes, but I would say to you though that there's times where I've maybe leaned toward into your world where I've accumulated some interest or made some bad decisions. No, I don't want to say bad decisions. Learning decisions. Let's use that term. Learning decisions that were made, right? And I would always tell myself, oh, let's go make more money. Like I just, because as a growing up, I was selling caterpillars or rocks as a young boy. Like I always had this entrepreneur to sell something. Right, someone goes, go fucking sell something.
Well, let me jump on that train with you. I share that.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah,
and I wouldn't trade that perspective over being smarter with debt that cost me money. Because when I was out, for like perfect example, a fucking car payment.
Yes,
retarded.
Yes,
don't have a fucking car payment.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
There's a depreciating asset and you're paying interest. You're losing on both sides of the equation. You can take a fucking pay interest on something that's gaining value. So at the very least, you're breaking even.
Yes.
But my point is, I share that same thing with you.
Yes, I know you do.
I'm a money creator. I don't have to trade time for it. I just create it. So that non-scarcity financial position is what got us here.
I would agree with that. And I believe, rightly or wrongly, I love you, Howard, my accountant, but I would just say to him, I'll just go make some fucking more money. That's just what I want to teach my kids that. And Brookie's all about that. She's like, okay, I'll go make some more money. Like, she's always thinking about how she can do something. And then sometimes it's related to how can I make money? So when I think about the title, 5 Money Lies Men Over 35 Still Believe, to me, the big one, John, is that, and no judgment if you're cashing a check with your job because that's what you have. I respect that. I appreciate that. And I got nothing but love for you. However, there's a lie, I believe, being perpetuated to you in your own mirror, which is giving you a place of comfort. Go and and I would invite you to try to get out of that and adopt the mentality of go and make some money. And I think you'll see your whole mindset shift and you'll stop worrying about the rules that everybody's applied to. I saw a really great clip, Johnny, of Steph Curry getting out of a fucking van at a restaurant with his wife or his girlfriend. And he's dressed like and I'm going to make an exaggerative point just to make the point, but he was dressed like a hobo. The guy's a $500 million, right? No car payment. No, I got all these things that, what I'm trying to get at is that because I look at the dad identity risk, there's so many guys out there that are chasing the mortgage payment, chasing the gear, chasing the vacations, all to put the perspective out there to their world and their peers that they got it all figured out, even though they're drowning in fucking debt and they got their job. You follow me?
Yep.
We both know a lot of guys like that, bro.
Dude, one of the worst principles we were taught was to trade our time for money.
Yeah.
Don't trade.
I agree with you. The other thing too, I would say that we at humans were taught, maybe not taught, but humans have leaned into too much is the comparison against the Jones, keeping up with the Joneses. I know you're not one of those. I'm not one of those. And because I pride myself on being the person standing on the stage just like you do. But I think there's too many people that are sitting in the stands comparing themselves to the Jones. I got to keep up with, Keith and Lauren, we got to keep up with John and Terry. We're neighbors. I saw John and Terry did this to their yard. We got to do the same thing. Or John and Terry bought a new fifth wheel. We got to do the same thing. And it becomes a fucking keep up with the Joneses shit, man.
What if I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's coming from a stance of scarcity.
Yes.
When I see the Joneses fucking crushing, I'm like, fuck yes, man. That just drives me to want to do more myself. Not because I got to compete with them, because it inspires me.
That's interesting.
But when you come from a fucking scarcity mind, oh my God, he's got something that I want. Now you're want. You're coming from a place of need. You're coming from a place of lack. That's scarcity.
But I'll throw this to you though. I believe there's too many people that try to keep up with the Joneses, but they're unable to, and then they get themselves into financial troubles because
but again, they're living in lack. They're living in scarcity. They have to understand if they change that fucking mindset,
right?
They'll look at the Joneses very differently, and it will inspire them to go start a side hustle, not fucking leverage themselves.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It's
You
a
mentioned
mindset.
Yes, you mentioned the word leverage. If there's one thing social media has done and the internet has done, has really, because you've joked about it often on the show, and I love when you tease about it. And this is especially true with the dudes. All the dudes that leverage themselves for the gram, right? The pictures and the videos and to show the world what they aren't, just to try to make something of themselves. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, eh? And it's big time in the fitness industry, in the bro world, isn't it, Johnny?
Yeah, I mean, there's no question about it. in the fitness, see, prior to social media, right?
Yeah.
When you were in the fitness industry and you made your living there and you had my shit, you were fucking you were one of the few.
Yeah, yes.
And then social media hit, and then everybody starts to fucking pretend, and now all of a sudden you just got a bunch of fucking pretenders out there. You know, like if you're, like if you've got a fucking nice house and you've got nice cars, you've got nice things before social media, It's because you had contracts to support that.
100%. I get you. Well, I think good time. I think Charlie lines it up here quite great there, Johnny. And this to me is actually probably the biggest lie that society teaches our kids. When you work for someone else, it's hard to make more money. That's it.
You're making them more money.
That's exactly it. And that's where the debt comes in, right? So you're trading, you're trading that stability for the fact that you're trading stability for debt. I'm going to have stability because I'm going to get a paycheck every 2 weeks, but that's also going to come with debt because I'm never going to get ahead. Right?
But I hear people say shit like, yeah, I want to buy this, right? Whatever this is. I want to buy X.
Yes.
I want to buy X. That's just like 10 hours of overtime every week. Like, okay, so you're going to give 2 more hours of your life away where you don't want to fucking be every day so you can have that thing.
Yes.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Yes.
But they're so blinded by that in their mind. That's the way it works. There's no other way.
Yes. Now, I will say this, though. This some people will not agree with this, and I can respect that. Debt really is, though, part of life. Like, you're going to have debt, and it's going to be part of life, and it's learning how to live with it, accept it, and it's not always the worst thing, right? And some people, have different views on that. But debt is part of growing, part of maturing, part of making decisions, Johnny, part of getting ahead. Like, I'm in debt considering I'm growing this business, but it's debt that I'm investing to grow something considerably.
It's debt for investment.
Yes, exactly.
This is debt that will make you money.
Yes. Yeah. How about the I wannas? We got Shinku saying, I want a $300,000 motorhome. I want. We got a lot of I wannas out there, John, that put themselves into debt for I wannas. You know those people too. I know a lot of them.
Well, there's the people that talk about it and the people that go do it.
Yeah. And let's finish this segment because I think Good Time wraps it up quite well, Johnny, which is, and I think you'd agree with this. My father always said, spend less or make more. It's pretty simple, isn't it?
Or how about this? Because I like to go to a train of thought.
Yeah.
Because all of this is symptomatic of your mindset.
Yes.
And so take your shoulds, turn them into musts. It's not I should do this, I must do this.
Yeah, I love that train of thought, man. I'm we always talk about shoulding on things, but must or could or can is much better than should. There's no question. Hey, Johnny, did you know that only 1%?
Hey, real quick, before we jump to the next topic, everybody understand all of this shit we were talking about.
Yeah.
With debt and leverage and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's all a fucking state of mind.
Oh, it's 100% state of mind.
If you switch your fucking mindset from being and most people live in scarcity, have no fucking idea.
Let's go back to the beginning. And let me ask you this. Is this same mindset linked, and I'm being serious with what I'm asking you next. Is this same mindset, do you think, linked to the fact that we have fatter kids in North America than ever before? Like
guaranteed.
The laziness.
Guaranteed. It scarcity goes into all areas of your life.
Yeah. Petro says that is the key. Shoulds become the musts. He's absolutely correct. That's what Petro says, and that's what Johnny's saying exactly. I agree with you. I think that if we're teaching kids how to be fat, we're not teaching kids how to better themselves economically either. There's nothing going on at all, actually. At all.
Well, because society has taught us a very, very, I guess you would call it what appears to be safe.
Yes. Good morning. Self-confidence. G5, where are you joining us from? I see your comments. They're absolutely and agreed that. I appreciate your comments. Well, that is safe. You're absolutely correct.
Until you realize that you're 40 and you fucking pissed away your life. Is it really safe? No, it's actually fucking dangerous. You just traded away the one thing you can't get back for call it security, call it safety, call it comfort.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Get rid of the comfort in your life and you will be successful.
People love comfort, Johnny. What do you say to somebody who loves comfort?
Well, I look around and tell me, are you happy with what you got and what you see?
Yeah, and what is comfort? Like I was getting after big time in the gym this morning. I was fucking comfortable. Like that was comfort for me.
Well, because you've developed a position where to be comfortable, you need to be uncomfortable to find that comfort. That's something that once you develop that, you're a different creature.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm Ryan Palmer. Good morning, Ryan. What's shaking, brother? Welcome to Mornings in Live with Keith, John, and friends. Hey, self-confidence. Hey, Ryan Palmer, if you guys checked into the show yet, if you haven't, I'd invite you to do that. Jimmy, to throw up on the screen, mitl.live or mornings.live. I would invite you guys, come check into the show. Show us where you're joining us from. And what does it mean? Well, it just means you're up and you're at them and you're creating some accountability. Most importantly, we do this free show every single day, Monday through Friday. This gives you a chance to get up with some positive conversation, positive energy, and you can come and check into the show and build a streak. So if you're looking for an accountability partner, maybe you're looking for a conversation or for some folks just to help you get moving every single day, well, this show will help you get there. And most importantly, checking into the show is a good reminder and a good way to build a streak. So that's exactly. Hey, Johnny, and Good Time says this too. And I was one of the guys that went down this path. I did the student debt thing. I did the student loan going to school and then what happens is the government teaches us all to get into student debt. Right. And then that is a big fucking farce too, man. Oh, let's go take a student loan.
Yep. You know, I told you what I did with my daughters, right?
No, tell me.
So we basically paid for most of it because fucking shit is ridiculous. But we made them get some loans.
Yes.
There was going to be some money trailing behind. And the idea was you let go of the college lifestyle and you be a responsible adult and start kicking ass.
Yes.
And I will pay that trailing debt.
Yeah. Oh,
but you want to continue on with the lifestyle you were leading in college. That's all yours.
Yeah. Good for you, brother. Good for you.
And they all have just fucking snapped up and fucking gone hard. My youngest one, she just got her first job.
How as a young kid could you not take that fucking deal from your parents? Like, honest to God.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Like, let's go, mom and dad. Let's fucking go. Right?
Yeah. I mean, it was my youngest, man, she's just literally got her first job. She's in the medical field. She's basically, she's a tech. Anyway, she's so fucking jacked. She got her first job, $94,000 a year.
Nicely done, kid.
Yeah. And she's just like to her, and she's the one that's so simple, doesn't need much. She's like, Dad, that's just so much money. This was like out of comfort. I said, well, listen, kiddo, unfortunately that 94 is going to turn into probably 64.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But she's even still, I mean, she's used to living off of a fucking tight college budget.
Yeah, I love it, man. That's a great story. That's awesome. That's fantastic. All right. Hey, listen, brother, only 1%. Did you know that only 1% of senior athletes earn the perfect score on the sustained athlete fitness exam? Hey, Tommy, Frankie.
Did you know only 1% of 4,700 elite senior athletes ace the SAFE fitness exam? That's a brutal reality check. True story. It tests endurance, power, balance. You can't just bench press and pretend your knees still work. Hit the button. Try the 2-minute step test at home. March in place, lift knees to mid-thigh. Simple, right? Under 65 steps means you're below average. Don't panic. Just fix it. All right, listen, LISN. Elite scores are rare. The goal is finding your weak links now so you stay mobile later. Multi-domain fitness matters. Stop skipping the stuff you're bad at. That's a you problem. I'm fixing my balance on Monday. For real. Don't look at me like that. Back to you, Keith and John.
Brother, I knew nothing about this, but there's apparently...
I didn't either.
Yeah, there's some SAFE exam for seniors. And it evaluates functional capacity across key systems that support long-term performance. But the key word, brother, is independence, because you talk about it all the time. If you can't squat and go for a shit as an older man growing up, you're gonna have troubles. Like you're losing independence very rapidly. And I watched Lauren. She works in the healthcare industry with aging people, and I watch people go through situations. I heard a story yesterday. She was saying she was talking to a client of hers. He says, "You know how awful it feels when the fire alarm goes off in your house and you can't move?" She's like, no, think about that, John. Like, holy fuck, man. So talking about independence, right? So I thought this was interesting, which was athletes must demonstrate strong aerobic conditioning, muscular endurance, explosive power, and coordination. So
athletes, or is it just people in general?
Just like you and I are athletes, just regular human beings, right? So just the regular human being.
I can only imagine by the time most fucking kids are seniors, they're so fucking pathetic already.
I know. So this thing looks like this. A simple benchmark is the 2-minute step test. March in place for 2 minutes, lifting knees to mid thigh height and counting reps. Fewer than 65 is below average. Alternatively, track 2-minute burpees or hand release push-ups to test full body endurance and strength. Now, I got to pause and tell you this. When I see these things and I think about what you and I do, and I was laughing because I'm thinking, I'm going to put this on the table today as Anderson walks into the show on last Friday going, yeah, I'm just crushing 500 body weight squats today. And I'm asking somebody to do a 2-minute fucking step thing.
Well, dude, today what I did basically, this is one set, 10 body weight squats, drop down 10 push-ups, burpee back to my feet. And I did that 5 times, but I did that for 10 sets.
Oh, yes.
I mean, it's like, this is just part of fucking what you should do to be a fucking active, healthy fucking human being. I'm not saying you got to do exactly what I do.
I know. Yeah.
Take a little bit of time in the morning and invest it in your fucking, my energy levels are great. I'm going to feel fucking better. It's like we do shit all the time so that we feel better.
Yes. Yeah.
I do not understand that this is a huge part of that equation.
I have no clue. Ryan H., when was the last time a woman touched me? Well, this morning and last night, and Johnny as well. So I'll just tell you that there. Self-confidence. I went to the gym today at 4 a.m. Good job. I love that you're getting after it. Self-confidence. That is 4 a.m. fucking right, man. Hey,
I gotta love the dude who loves it, said talk smack. No fucking picture.
Yeah,
hide behind whatever.
I know.
Love you, dude. Love you. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Hey, self-confidence, where are you joining us from? I love your energy this morning. The fact you're up and at 'em and getting into the gym at 4 a.m. That's the kind of people we love to have on the show here. Mike Sullivan says, in the 80s, knees below parallel was thought of as bad, but now really knee-deep squats are thought of as healthy and nourish the joints. Bottom line, just get after the squats, Sully, and I know you love to get after it every single day. You know who gets after it as we wrap up with you, Johnny? Remember the Ultimate Warrior? He was somebody that he had a short career in wrestling. Check this little vintage clip out with the Ultimate Warrior getting after it. Watch this. Just fueled by, he's just doing his good old get after workout. He was a great that we lost too young too. I thought anyways as a fun wrestler. He was fun in the ring. I enjoyed watching the Ultimate Warrior when he
he was one of those dudes, unfortunately, that really got in his own way.
What a great way to put that, eh? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he could have, if he would have been a little bit more friendly to the idea that there was more than him in the fucking company, he would have had a much different outcome.
That's a really, you know what? I can see that because I'm a fan of the sport and I grew up watching it. I can, the way you've presented that statement, I would agree with that 100% because he would be one of the greats if he would have, I guess apparently got out of his own way. So, hey, listen, John, before you go.
Hey, John, before you go, check this out. This kind of build is an AI speedrun pretending physics is optional.
Dig hole, drop container, bury it, then cut inside and spawn a whole apartment like Minecraft. They skip every hard part on purpose. No supports, no waterproofing, no air, just fast cuts and music.
And the ladder glitches like it's haunted.
If your entrance duplicates, you didn't build a bunker.
Hey, John, if this banker will be made in real life, who you want to be with? Preston is available to make you accountable.
Dude, have you seen these things before?
Yeah, they're pretty fucking cool, dude.
I have not. I saw this yesterday. I want to talk to you about this. I have not seen this before. That's pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, my main question was how does the fucking oxygen get down there when you drop the top?
Well, so I had the exact same. I had 1,000 questions for you. So yeah, you
could probably exist in there for a certain amount of time, even if it was sealed. Eventually, I think you would suffocate.
Is that what would happen? Like
I think, fuck, I don't know. I mean, there's only so much oxygen in a
container. Yes.
If it's airtight,
Yes.
You know, that lid looks pretty fucking tight.
I know. Yeah. And then there's a little grid. You go down there and then, you know, into the, you know, what's chilling. Is it waterproof? Is it air conditioned? I think it'd be pretty fucking claustrophobic too. There's no windows. You're in the ground. I don't know. It's, but it's pretty cool.
I could be fine in that thing.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's certainly, you know, what's cool. Have you noticed over the last maybe 20, maybe you haven't noticed, I have, everything's built with shipping containers now, eh? It's shipping container pools, shipping container fucking.
Because we got so many of these fucking things.
Yeah.
It's silly not to use them.
Yes. My neighbor built a shipping container pool. Have you heard of those before?
No, but it makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So they, this guy here in Canada was buying shipping containers and was converting them into pools.
That makes fucking great sense to me.
Yeah, it's hard to argue, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, it's this structure that can be, it's like a out of the box type structure that you just got to be creative with.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Jimmy's got a note for us here this morning. Jimmy, is that truth? Apparently, he says, I think it's Marty's birthday on March 1st, which is tomorrow. Who's this Marty guy, Johnny? Have you heard I don't even know who Marty is. You know who Marty is?
I don't know, dude.
I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Yeah, Jimmy, I don't know who you're talking about. We'll just have to send him the last couple clips of the show here because I don't even know who the fuck Marty is. Yeah, he's a Marty guy. Anyways, Marty with Chicken, brother. We love you. How's High Rocks? Johnny, what are you going on today, brother? What are you doing today?
Let's see here. We have today's a fairly busy day. Drop off the Jeep to get it serviced. Gonna do the gym. Gonna do some pickleball. Got to swing by the bank on the way to. Then I had some client stuff in the afternoon. And tomorrow, actually, we're actually taking our G-Wagon down. It's got a fucking battery that keeps going low.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, we got to take that down to get that done. So today is a busy day because tomorrow I'll be, we always make a fun day out of it. We go down there, find a cool place to have lunch, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I'm going to have to tease for a second here. You said you're going to the bank. So are you one of those old dudes that still has to go to the bank?
No, it fucking pisses me off.
So then why are you going to the bank? I hate going to the bank.
Dude,
use the word H.
Because I have to go fucking prove who I am in person with 2 fucking pieces of ID.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because when I traveled from fucking my Mexico house into America and I logged in to 2 different fucking places, they think that I'm my shit. They think that I'm hacked. And I called them and said, look, yes, this is me. Well, our system, it's a new account because it's all was set up for a new corp.
Got you. I got you.
So because it was fucking new and this happened so fucking quickly.
Yes.
And then I guess there was some other thing where I miskeyed a phone number. So they had to go back and change a phone number. So they just think there's too many weird things happening with this. And I called my rep. I'm like, look, dude, you know who I am. I've seen you in fucking person. Push the fucking button. And he's not calling me back. So I know that's his way of saying, no, you got to come in.
Hey, Jimmy, I see we have a WTF. Is this before Johnny goes? If you want to get that set up, I'll throw it on the screen here with Johnny here quickly. The bank drives me nuts. I think that the bank to me is like the epitome of an archaic institution from yesterday. Like the actual idea of going to a bank.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Excuse me. Yep.
Like there's nothing modern about this.
Fucking time.
Oh, absolutely a waste of time. Yeah, 100%. Hey, Jimmy, do you got that WTF ready here? If you got it, or Jimmy, let's run this thing, man. This is I can't even explain this, but this lady created a device that can control her balance from a video game controller. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even really explain it, but apparently she's attached this thing to her body. It uses galvanic vestibular stimulation to control human balance. So GVS, John, low-level electrical currents, typically under 2 milliamps, to mastoid electrodes to mimic inner ear signals. And a technique that was validated, hey, Petro, maybe this is bullshit, I don't know. A technique validated in peer-reviewed studies since the 19th century for vestibular research and rehab. And apparently you stick these little things on your neck, and she hooked it up to her controller.
I'm digging deep to find an interest in this, but I'm striking out.
It's bizarre to me. It's just bizarre. Jimmy, let's get it off. Johnny, have a great day, brother.
Have a good loop, my brother.
I love you, man. We'll see you tomorrow.
22, baby.
All right. Johnny's out here. Good morning, everybody. You're left with the handsome chief himself, the self-proclaimed, the self-named handsome chief. Beep, beep, beep. What's shaking nation? Hey, if you guys checked into the show yet, mitl.live, mornings.live. If you haven't checked in, why have you not checked in? Yes, build your streak with us. Build your streak with us. What's your streak? Well, your streak is getting up, achieving your goals, coming to check into the show. Tell us you're alive, you're awake, you're up and getting after it, and you're doing it again tomorrow. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get around to rewarding streakers along the way. So I invite you, check in, get your streak done, and while you're there, get to the daily poll. We got a poll there. We got a question of the day, and there's a place for you to check out more of our great content here on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network. And hey, guys, if you also want to know what we're talking about on the show, I don't promote this enough. We have the run of the show live on the show every single day. So if you're ever curious about what we're talking about, you can click on run of the show. It's a mobile companion app. It's built for your mobile phone. So you can watch the show from mornings.live. You can watch the show from mornings.live. You can see what's going on in the show, what we're talking about, what's coming up, what we're talking about now. So I invite you, go check out mornings.live. If you want to find out some of the clips we've created, go check out mornings.live. Right there on the internets, the interwebs. John Petro says, and in 2026, I'm with you, Petro. Why does it still take 5 business days for a lot of checks to pass? I think they just haven't changed the footer. Put Petro. I think that footer has been around for 1,000 years, and they just haven't changed it. So I was like, it'll take 5 days to clear. It's funny. I was talking to somebody yesterday who's like, yeah, I'm making a payment on the account. It's going to take a few days to get onto it. I'm like, what? It's fucking 2026, man. Doesn't it happen just instantly? Apparently it doesn't. Anyways. All right. Okay. So we are going to continue rocking and rolling with the big show, Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. And to those of you that have been hanging out with us for a couple of years, next week, we are celebrating our 2nd anniversary of Mornings in the Lab. March 11th is we start our 3rd year in front of the mics. We start our 3rd year of getting up and helping you guys get after. We start our 3rd year with a brand new format that we have been creating quietly in front of you. And it's a format that we are proud of. It's a format that we are taking to market. And it's a format that I'm going to spend some time on, a little bit of a monologue to share with you guys right now. That's called, I've named this monologue, I created a new format, and it's coming up right now.
We can wing a show. We can't wing a format. Format means we show up on time.
Time is the contract. The contract builds trust. Trust turns viewers into regulars.
A format has rules. Rules create friction. Friction creates moments we can repeat.
And it forces identity. We can't hide behind randomness. We either deliver or we drift.
That's why Stern wasn't just a mic. The system made it bigger than the man.
So today's message is simple. Build the format, not the mood. Morning begins here.
So while you guys are watching a show, what you're actually seeing is a format. I just didn't create a show here for you guys. No, I actually created a format. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, I want you to pause and just think about this for a second. We've all been growing up with morning radio, morning television, and they're all formats. Think about radio, rock radio, country radio, pop radio, especially in the corporate world of formats. They move from city to city to city. So if you're listening to a rock station in maybe Kansas City, it's the same format that they're playing in New York City, or it's the same format they're playing in Los Angeles. It's a format. Think about Survivor, created by Mark Burnett. It's a format. Think about Shark Tank. Format. Well, I created a format. And if you don't know the difference, you're about to. And that format is called Mornings in the Lab. Because a show that you watch is actually a moment. It's got a personality. It's got a vibe. And it works because you worked. But a format like we are creating here and we are monetizing is a machine. Good morning, Batshit Crazy. Yes. Batshit's Crazy is joining us. As always, love seeing you in the comments. Batshit Crazy. Person, turquoise, waving speech, fish, orange, wide eyes. What is going on? Batshit joining us this morning. But guys, the format that we create is a machine. And you are watching it live being created in front of you guys. And a show is something that we'd say, hey, I'm live today. But what's a format? A format is something we license. A format is something that's repeatable. A format is we do this every day and it gets stronger every time we do it. There's a formula underneath what you see here on a daily basis. You know, a show might be considered content, but a format, it's ritual. The Today Show, Good Morning America. They're all formats. They follow a simple formula. But here's the part that most people won't admit. Most people will not build a format because a format exposes you. Because for it to be a format, you need the structure. And a lot of people are scared of structure. That's why so many of us are still sitting in the stands wondering, well, how do I get on stage with Keith and John? Well, to do that, you need to create that format, that structure, that way to get ahead on a daily basis, to leave the people that are still sitting in the stands building their own shows per se, while you are busy building a format, a formula, something that's repeatable. Because when you commit to structure, you can't hide behind randomness. You can't hide behind, I'll do it tomorrow. You can't hide behind, well, I was busy. And you can't hide behind, well, the algorithm didn't work. No, a format, it forces discipline. Well, we got to do it a certain way. Think about a recipe when you're making cookies. It's like a format, right? And it's repeatable. It's sellable. And what formats do, they force identity, right? It forces you to show up when it's inconvenient. And that's why most creators never become a signal. What happens is that they become the scroll past. And let's think about this, guys. The reason that Howard Stern wasn't just a guy with a microphone is because the show he built had a system. Again, let's think about all the great shows we've grown up watching. When you step back from what you're watching, they all have characters or segments or tension or unpredictability. But most importantly, there is always consistency. Let's think about this. The reason that late night is a category, and the reason that sports talk is a category, and the reason that morning radio owned the mornings for decades. But guys, it wasn't the guest list. Sure, we turned in for who was on the guest list, but we tuned in because of the format. We knew what we'd get on a daily basis. We'd get the weather, we'd get the news, we'd get the sports, we'd get the great personalities, we'd get the interesting conversation. And then we'd go through it our day and it'd come back tomorrow. It was repeatable. It was familiar. It was a format. But formats don't chase attention, nation. No, they replace what people used to rely on. And a format makes the audience, like all of you, feel like you are inside of something. You're part of this. You're eating the cookie with us. You're baking the cookies with us. You're not just out there consuming something that is quickly irreplaceable. And guys, that itself is the whole point of what we are building daily at Mornings in the Lab. True story. And it goes like this. It's not Keith and John goes live. No, that's just the show. I invite you to pause, ears up for what I'm going to say next. Because as far as I'm concerned, the format we are building is unlike any format being created right now. And that format, well, it goes like this. Your mornings begin here.
Three men walked into a room. One was busy, one was a dad, one was a leader. Only one got any real respect, and it wasn't the guy answering emails at 11 p.m. Today's Community Corner is about the gap between the performance of a life well lived and the discipline it takes to actually build one. These three creators might make you uncomfortable, and that's the point. Handsome Chief, take it away.
Oh, I'm so excited what we're building here. Woo, baby. Hey guys, you guys spending some time on YouTube? Your calendar is full and your life is empty. Well, Dan Sachkowski at Big D Podcast dropped Busy is a Drug, and I want every man listening to sit with this and that title for a second. Because you're not productive. If you're sitting back saying you are busy, you are actually not being productive. You are performing productivity, and there's a very subtle difference. You see, busyness gives you a hit of feeling important. Your dopamine spikes. Oh, I'm busy. It gives you that validation. Oh, I'm validated because I'm busy right now. But here's what's actually doing. It's keeping you off that terrain where the real shit happens, in the weeds. Those busy men are just busy running on those mental treadmills, sweating, breathing hard, just going nowhere, just going nowhere, just going nowhere, just going nowhere. But those winning men, they're on that uneven ground, trying to stay balanced, uncomfortable while they're building something. And the reason you stay busy, well, according to Dan, it's because silence scares you. I know a lot of folks that where silence scares them because silence forces honesty. And if that's uncomfortable territory, that is where most humans don't want to go. But it's where we go and where we find meaning in life every single day. And it starts live right here on mornings.live every single day, 8 o'clock Eastern time, myself and John Anderson. Spartacus says optimism is the golden rule. Start of a new week, confident, positive, and motivated. You got it, Spartacus. I'm glad you're here today this morning. And I hope you're checking into the show here this morning as well. But hey, guys, if you're feeling busy, you might be performing productivity. And if you find yourself performing productivity today, maybe today is the day you look in the mirror and you ask yourself, am I performing or am I actually getting results? That's the question I'd invite you to ask yourself today. All right. Spartacus, I appreciate you, brother. Hey, dude, I got to be honest with Spartacus. I fucking broke my streak yesterday. March 1st was just so busy getting shit done. Yeah, I was busy, not performing business, was achieving goals. We're raising money, so I was working on that shit. And I missed my check-in yesterday, so I had to restart my streak. So Spartacus, if you didn't get to it yesterday, I hope you get to it today. Hey, Substack, your shotgun dad who never taught you anything, Boda Duck, over at the Duck Stack, wrote an indictment of the performative dad. You guys know that. You know the archetype performative dad. Never led his family, never gave his kid real dating guidance, and never really held the standard. Now he's just some fat slob laying on the couch right now. True story. But the dude who will show up with a shotgun if a boy comes to the door for his neighbor, guys, that's not protection. It's theater. That real fatherhood that we try to practice is the mechanic. You teach, you model, you lead. Repeat. You teach, you model, you lead. Repeat. Well, Bob the Duck, he offers a sharp take on the state of fatherhood and masculinity and, well, can leave you wondering. What did your dad actually teach you about women and relationships beyond the words respect women or happy wife, happy life? You know, what do we all think about the happy wife, happy life comment? Just what is it? Is it real? Is it just one of those statements that have taken a life of its own on that just seems kind of ridiculous in 2026? Happy wife, happy life. Is that real? Is it happy husband, happy life? Or is it more so happy mirror, happy life? Are we living a life to keep our wives happy so we stay happy? I don't know. Is that what we want? I don't know. Hey guys, move over to LinkedIn. You raise the bar and everyone calls it too much. Oh, I love this one because George Vatusius put out a LinkedIn post called "Leadership Isn't a Popularity Contest." Yeah, it's true. Because the moment you raise the standard, well, guess what happens? Guess what happens when you raise that standard? People say, it's too much. I don't got time for that. When people say that, it's because they don't want to move the standard. Because, you know, as George argues, it's not a cultural problem, but one of comfort. The line that stands out, the standard you tolerate is the standard those who follow you will inherit. I love that because here's what I enjoy about what we are building here. I am one who likes to set the standard, who likes to start the conversation, not follow the conversation. So every time you let something else or someone else slide to avoid that friction, you're actually handing permission to keep your team sliding. So if you've said something, you want to follow it up to hold everybody accountable so that the team doesn't start sliding. And this piece carries a blunt but very, very true message. Leadership that chases approval will compromise you, no question about that. But here's the thing for Maya. Maya Ray is over in the community corner. Maya, I got something for you. Serious question. Maya, if most men are just performing their way through life, does that make LinkedIn the world's longest improv show?
LinkedIn is improv? I mean, have you seen the posts? Grateful to announce I've been breathing for 35 years.
So yeah, Keith, you might be onto something. But here's what today's corner is really about. All three of these creators are saying the same thing in 3 different rooms. Stop performing, start leading. Whether it's your schedule, your kids, or your team, the standard you set right now is what everyone around you is quietly learning to accept.
So raise it.
That's Community Corner. Go build something real today.
Oops, wrong buttons. There we go. Awesome. Hey guys, guess what? It's time to land the plane this morning. I want to do a big thank you, man. A ton of you showed up today. Thank you so much over on X. X has been down for the last couple of weeks, Jimmy. So the demand must have been just percolating and rising. We have had a great stream of people hanging out on X all morning today. So I thank you for that. What a wonderful birthday gift from the people at X. Wow, 3, 4, 5, 60. Yeah, it's been a fascinating flow of people over on X today. Thank you guys. That is so awesome. Hey, big shout out to the team, man. Kai, awesome job today getting the show ready. Jimmy, great job getting the show ready. Fantastic teamwork. And Melissa, as always, thank you so much getting the words ready as well. So team, you guys see all the magic in front of the scenes, but what you don't see is all the magic happening behind the scenes. And that's the hard work from Kai and Jimmy and Melissa, of course. So big thanks to all of them for making this show and making me and Johnny look as good as we are. That does not happen easily, especially as the calendar keeps showing up every single year and reminding me that I'm getting older. So thank y'all for helping us rock and roll and have a great show today. Hey guys, I enjoyed the conversation about men over 35 still believing some money lies that just perpetuate and percolate, right? And I think that Good Time really, dropped the best one. And maybe we leave Good Time with the last word on that one. And he says that where the hell is his comment? Yeah, he's got a few ones, right? They teach kids to get into student debt, and dad said, don't spend more than you make. There's a few common sense things. For me, it wasn't so much the lie was my belief in myself to sell. And but I guess the other way to look at it is that maybe the biggest lie we're being taught is go get a job for somebody. I don't know. Maybe that's the biggest lie. Maybe the better solution is go and build something yourself so you can get ahead in life. That would be something I might want to throw on the table for my kids. I know that I'm always encouraging my kids to do their own thing. Yes, thanks. It's so Good Time. It's funny, man. Yeah, you've been around here long enough to know that I always butcher up Johnny's stuff and your stuff. So thank you for putting that back up there. Spend less or make more. Thank you, Charlie. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. And Spartacus says, the best morning show in the morning. I appreciate that, Spartacus. So kind to you, man. We are working super hard. And guys, super excited about the business side of things. I was working on the financials this weekend. As you guys know, we're out there raising capital right now. So that was a big, we got some big accomplishments this weekend around that. Got some big meetings lined up this week. So we're not going anywhere, guys. If anything, we're only growing this thing bigger. This format, this show, the platform, and it can't happen with all of you guys. So I appreciate all the love and all the time you guys spend with us every single morning on mornings.live, mitl.live, and of course over on the network, mitl.network. We got network shows. We got Cheryl Whitaker's show. She drops every Wednesday. She's dropping bangers, man. It starts with joy with Cheryl Whitaker. Great morning show with Cheryl Whitaker. And of course, Matt Roof every single day, 7:30. If you guys need somebody to get up with before we are here in the morning, go check out Matt Show, man. He's dropping nuggets every single day. A message of kindness, a message of optimism, a message just to get up, and a message to go and achieve some great goals. And that starts every single day with Matt Roof. Guys, coming up, What the Truck? Another show we're launching on the network. Adam House, Paul Riedner, Josh and the gang. We are starting a show for all the veterans, all the wonderful veterans that are protecting our nation. That show's coming up in a couple of weeks called What the Truck. And it's going to be unlike any show we have produced. So I'm really excited about that one. And I'm hoping you guys will tune into that one coming up as well. So a lot of big things happening on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network, Mornings in the Lab, the show, and of course, MITL Studio, the studio behind everything. Hey, Jimmy, want to put that on the screen as well? Guys, we dropped our if anything, we dropped our website. Our website's still around in 2026. Well, we got a home base. We got a home base for the show. It's called mitl.studio. And it is the home of the show. That is where that's where we live. mitl.studio is Warner Brothers Studio, Paramount Studio, Netflix Studio. We got mitl.studio. It's the page for the show. And from there, we got our sizzle reel teaser that Melissa's been putting together. And it just kind of shows you what we're building here, guys. And off that, you can connect to the network. You can connect to the shows. We've got our investor brief there and everything. So check it out. mitl.studio shows you everything we are doing here at Mornings in the Lab. And guys, what's also pretty exciting is as we come up on our 2-year anniversary, it's very cool to me personally. And I know that I just want to speak on, I'm speaking to my team right now. You guys have been here with me since day 1, day 2, day 3. We all can start seeing it come into life. And I feel so much pride when I had a meeting with Melissa yesterday. She's like, fuck, it's so cool. My words, fuck. She goes, it's so cool to see everything coming that we've been talking about for a couple of years now, and it's coming to life. We got the studio, we got the network, we got the shows, we're adding shows, right? Mornings is wide open and we are owning it. So I don't take where we are for granted, and I don't take you guys showing up with us on a daily basis for granted, because I can't go out there and raise capital. I can't go out there and have the conversations I'm having if guys like you aren't showing up to hang out with us. So thank you to all of you guys for spending time with us every single day here at Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. I know Jimmy. Oh, Kai, yes. Can barely hear Melissa say fuck. I know. That was my word. Exactly it. Guys, we got into the deep dive, men over 35. I believe we had some great topics at the conversation desk today. Unfortunately, we lost a young man yesterday, Dominiq Ponder, reminding ourselves today to slow down behind the wheel. Obviously, do not drink and drive. I wanted to put this on the table just to create awareness. We do not need to have our young men and our young women losing us too young in life. Thank you, Spartacus. I appreciate those kind words, man. Neanderthal men are preferring human women. Yes. Did Jim Carrey clone himself? Fuck, man. We talked about it on the show. And 1 in 5 kids are now obese, the highest rate ever recorded. We don't like that. And a hot air balloon crashed into a tower in Texas. Yeah. Scaring everybody. All right, coming up tomorrow. Mark LaCour, the truth about oil and gas nobody tells you. And topic of the day, yes, stop training like you're 25. The 7 rules for men who want to lift at 50. Strength without stupidity. Yes, longevity without ego. And guess what, nation? We're going to see you in less than 22 hours. But if you want to keep the conversation going, you know where you can do that? Mornings.live, mitl.live. Come check into the show. Come say hello. Come let us know you're out there. Come answer the poll today. Come answer the question of the day. And come just say hello along the way. All right, guys, have a good one. We'll see you guys in less than 22 hours. Spartacus, have a great one, brother. We'll see you guys tomorrow, less than 22. Where? Right here. Mornings.live, 8 o'clock Eastern time on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network.